Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Hey, welcome in. I want to say our names, but I know they come up, so I really want to do it so I can time it, so I can just regardless.
2.
I'm Alex, and this is Jeremy.
I thought I was going to fucking nail
our
that.
names are here. I'm Alex, this is Jeremy. Welcome to episode 171 of Don't Get Me Started. The dogs are gone from the intro, but I'm very pleased that the footage of Folkestone there looks so good.
Yes.
Despite the fact that's not drone footage, that's you attached your phone onto a balloon, didn't you? And then
No. I just went on my tiptoes and did that.
Oh yeah, on the leads. It's just you.
I'm
He's
mega
very tall.
Yeah.
And he just stood there like that. And he just put your hand slowly up.
I did the tune just to make it, authentic. Was like do 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 do. Oh yeah, there's the step short monument. Yeah.
Party Alex. Boo boo boo. Yeah.
We should have a party button, and it just goes.
Oh yeah.
Techno, and we just techno it out for 10 seconds, and then we get tired and stop.
Yeah, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Island Alex. Yeah, no, I'm all about it. It looks. I'm going to Ibiza, back to the island. Actually, like a raid.
Yeah,
Do you ever...
like some kind of old school raid where
we never get raided anymore.
There were some squirrels dancing and
yeah,
or maybe some kind of stick party, where
we don't have
stick.
Part of me wants to bring back all the things that we had on our own streams, because if you don't know this, we used to stream and we still do some individual stuff.
I haven't done for a while, but
effectively, I do something, then you do something in the week, then I do something, you do something. We come together for the end of the week, and because we were the best thing that ever happened on the Jez Network, frankly, as it was so named. But I mean, I did say the sodding. Did I not just say it at the very beginning?
I don't know.
I reckon I hit it really
but for
early.
posterity, just to make sure that we get the bits. Welcome to DGMS episode 2912.
So very tired. Episode 171. I think it's actually one of the first things I said, but I whizzed through it in a very professional way before talking about the bullshit about the drone footage. We all tune in for you coming together. Well, we're required now that we're sponsored by Love Honey to jizz at least once in every episode.
Simultaneously, though.
Yes. You won't know when it happens.
Not good enough that we do so separately.
No.
It must be simultaneous
in
jizzing,
unison.
As is the famous song by Jamiroquai.
Yes. Virtual reality. Wait, no. Space Cowboy. Lil L. Do you know what? I don't think of anything that I can't think of a single Jamiroquai.
Yeah, I now realise that I don't mean Jamiroquai. I mean
Come Together by the Beatles. Maybe that would have been a good joke.
Possibly Isaac Hayes. Yeah, Isaac Hayes. Is it Isaac Hayes?
He was chef.
Yeah. You and me and her simultaneous loving, baby. 2 or 3. It's a song about threesomes.
I like it. On the Jizz Network. Yeah.
God, it seems like a whole lifetime ago, all of that.
When we were on the Jizz Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all did that, but now it's just us, and it's pretty wicked. But yes. And here we are for this. I can't remember what I was talking about, some nonsense, but yes. We will come together right now over you. So much to talk about, and bits and pieces... frankly.
But we're gonna do the thing that we sometimes do to fuck people up, aren't we?
I mean, by the way, talking about, you are wearing a t-shirt that says Climax on it.
I am, yes.
You just say, I mean, I'm not talking about, it's not on the nose, but you have Climax all over your chest.
I do.
Yeah, like a G1. Bow, 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 bow. Don't know what I'm talking about. So, thanks very much for coming, everybody. I would name you, but I'm not going to, but you're all very welcome.
It would take too long to name everybody.
You're so cool. We've, otherwise we'd just be talking to ourselves in my front room.
Which is basically what you do the rest of this week, right?
That's true. Yeah. When I'm not on camera, I just sit here pretending I'm doing it like a really sad person. I leave this come to bed. He's doing it again. He's just talking. Welcome in. It's number 172. Anyway. Do it.
All right, I'm going to push a button.
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Sneaky, am I the arsehole? Right at the beginning, let's do it.
Gonna flip it real good. Flip it like it's hot.
Flip it for real.
Flip it like a burger.
Polaroid picture.
Burgers are better.
Yes.
Do you flip a Polaroid picture? Then you won't be able to see the actual picture.
No. You shake it like a Polaroid picture.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, let's do a cheeky little Am I the Arsehole and save some for later.
A cheeky little Am I the Arsehole.
And a moose-boosh.
Advertised to Alex as, like, not really good enough
not
to
really
be at the end.
Very good.
But still amusing enough
Do you know
present to you, the people.
I've had an Am I the Arsehole, which I was going to read out just for Tamsin, on
It's been
here
on there for
ages.
Yeah, let's do that one
Let's do this one as well.
Yeah,
and
so
get it
two
off
now,
my fucking
two
board.
at the end.
This has been sitting here for like 7 months,
Yeah.
and it's not even very good, but it reminds me of Tamsin. So that's why it's on there.
Speaking of arseholes, I'm just going to get this out there now. People talking about maths and the fact that that's back tonight. Listen, maths is recorded months ago. We're live. You stay here for the live and you watch maths afterwards. It's not getting any less live after the fact. Watch it at fucking 10 o'clock when we're finished. You utter cunts. Does that about cover it?
Yeah.
We
Maths
can't
is back.
watch maths. We're here. Watch
Can
it
I just
afterwards.
say, can we stop? You've got to stop. We've got to stop. I saw Maths season 22 or whatever the fuck it was, the last one, the UK one, and like it's like 80 episodes long. Just don't. There's no need. We're done.
It's not even a good show. It's not. It's no like Love Is Blind or Blind Sex as we
Blind sex.
as we incepted last
The
week.
Royal Fumble.
Like,
Oh man, that's such a good idea.
watch something not shit instead,
Yes.
like
yes.
us.
Yes. We're live.
We're here now.
Yes.
Like, you can't call us cunts later on when you come back and watch it after the fact. You
it's
need
true.
to be here live. Although, if you are watching us on YouTube or listening later after the fact, call us cunts in the comments anyway.
Yes.
Might as well.
I like shit things, says Tamsin. Do you watch Maths, Tamsin?
I like shit things and I cannot lie.
Because I didn't know if that was one of your jams or not, but
Yeah, I think she does watch maths. She was encouraging Harmstone to apply for maths, which I would also love to see.
that would make me watch it.
I would
love to see.
We would schedule DGMS around maths.
Oh
if
my god, I'd
Harmstone
change the
was on.
day.
Yeah.
I mean, if Harmstone got on Maths, I'd just make my...
Well, actually, we'd probably just do a watch along live.
If
watch
Harmstone
it,
got on
yeah.
Maths, I'd make my own podcast about it. And just... Actually, I was talking to my friend. I can't remember. This isn't really... I was going to make a podcast. I wasn't really going to make a podcast, but about reality TV shows, especially ones with reunions like Love Is Blind, called Actually, I Haven't Finished Yet, or like If You Can Let Me Speak, or something like that, because that's what happens on all reunions. Actually, I haven't finished yet. If you let me talk, if you let me finish, or something like that.
I'm sorry, I was lulled into a false sense of security by the fact that you hadn't said anything for 30 seconds. But continue.
No shows want me. But you haven't applied to Maths, right? Because you're not going to apply to something like a Love Is Blind where you might get married to someone
He's
random.
not. He can't empirically say that Love Is Blind or maths don't want him because he has not applied to them.
And I kind of get that because I presume that Harmstone, if you don't know, is a quiz aficionado and loves all these reality TV shows and has a little podcast that he does where he talks about the mole and various bits and pieces. I can see you applying to the mole. I can see you applying to like Survivor or something like that, or Traitors.
I can't see him applying to Survivor.
Oh really?
I would
Okay,
hate
maybe
to see
that's
that as
maybe
well.
that's not a very good example. But like Jeopardy or something like that. But I
There's
can't see him ever
lots of
being.
activity on Jeopardy.
It's
that
activity.
He might sweat or something. He can't possibly have that.
But he would never do it. But it would be incredible to watch you do Maths.
Yes. Yeah.
Survivor would never happen. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well let's do it.
Okay. Right. Do you want to do your one now that we're doing?
Oh
doing
yeah, do you want to
two?
do mine first?
And
Yeah.
then I'll do this one. I'll do the not quite good enough for me.
Okay, like this one is so. It's not about dumping either. Sorry, but it is about maybe you could Tamsin of all people or anybody that this affects will be able to make a comment.
I'm sure Tamsin will find a way to dump them.
Yeah, you can. Please dump them. Okay, am I the arsehole
Yes, you are.
for quoting my friend an exorbitant price? I crochet as a hobby. I started doing it about 6 or 7 years ago to help cope with my anxiety. Over time, I've become pretty good at it.
No, you haven't.
It's these pictures, all the things are just eyes drooping down. It's like, I think this is good. You know when people ask for that sort of stuff? Yeah, it's really good. Over time, I've become pretty good at it, and I've done a few commissions for small things. See, you may well say, ooh, Tamsin.
Cock warmers.
Cock warmers.
Commissions for small things.
All the small things. A cock warmer could be quite fun to make, couldn't it? Can you make one of those, Tamsin? A cock warmer? Think about that. It's not something I want to ask my mum to make, to be honest with you. She can stick to blankets.
You'd have to get his measurements, though, which might be sexy. I don't know.
Okay. I've recently, over time I've become pretty good at it, and I've done a few commissions for small things. I've recently opened my own website where I post my patterns and tips for free. Sometimes I'll sell something on there I made that I wouldn't keep or give away, but in general, I don't actively sell my stuff. I have a friend, Lynn, who is always asking me...
Sorry, are you sure that Lynn was in inverted commas, not friend? I have a
friend,
Lynn.
I have a friend, Lynn, who is always asking me to make her stuff. I've made her a scarf and a hat, or a scarf and hat set, and I gifted her a baby blanket for her rainbow baby, all of which have been free. She asked me to make my more complicated stuff for her, like cardigans, large amigurumi toys. I've kind of jumped in at that one, but I know what they mean, I just can't say it properly. I am not an amigurumi person, she says. I'm presuming that she's not an amigurumi, but this is like the little crochet cute, kind of kawaii Japanese kind of animals.
All I can think of is is Manuel trying to corral the builders in Faulty Towers. Are you orally men? Yes, we are orally men. That's what it sounds like.
So it says she asked me to make my more complicated stuff for her, like a cardigan, large amigurumi toys. I'm not an amigurumi person. And complex blankets, which I always say no to because as much as I love Lynn, she is very demanding and I do this for fun.
What's complex about a fucking blanket? Put it on your legs. Be warm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I enjoy giving her gifts, but I don't like feeling obliged. It takes me a while to finish complex things, and I know she wouldn't be okay waiting more than a week.
A week?
A week? Recently, I posted a patchwork cardigan I made, and Lynn texted me asking me to make one for her.
Oh, I'll have one of those.
Yeah, that's what she said. I'll have that. Yeah, this looks good. I said no. Because it... No!
Effort! Fuck you!
Yes! I said no because it took me a month to finish, and I had other things I wanted to make. Because it's my hobby. She doesn't say that.
Like cock warmers.
She asked if she paid for it, if I would make it for her. I told her that based on the cost of materials and an hourly wage for skilled labour, it would cost $400. She said that was ridiculous. And there was no way that cardigan would be worth $400.
You see my point now.
I told her I agree, but that's why I usually don't make commissions and would rather give stuff away I make. She told me I was being greedy. Realistically, if I took a commission for this cardigan, I'd charge $75. That's 3 times the cost of materials and give a 2-month timeline. But I wanted to deter her, a fuck-off price. You're not gonna, I wanted to deter her from asking again. Am I the arsehole for quoting her such an exorbitant price, such a high price?
Not for quoting the high price, no. But you are the arsehole for letting her walk all over you for so long that you've had to do this, give her go-away heat and be like, fuck off with this stupid price.
So yeah, I don't this is not a crazy dump-worthy one, but when I saw it months ago, it amused me because, of course, Tamsin's well into crochet, and many of you may also be. But yes, that's the thing, isn't it? And this person doesn't understand.
And Tam Zone.
Tam Zone. Is that the time zone that Tamsin's in?
Tam Zone.
Tam Zone. What time is it over there?
Tamsin historically does similar things, makes nice things for people, but
we have been
won't take any money for them, or if you say, "Can you make me this?" she'll be like, "Fuck off!"
Throw the whole friend away. Nope. Teach her how to crochet, and she can make it herself. Sassy.
A very biblical approach. Teach a woman to crochet, and she can crochet her entire life.
Yes, that's it.
Some misquoting.
And some fell on crocheted ground. It's easier for a woman to crochet through the eye of a crochet hook than for a man to enter the kingdom of heaven, as we know. Amen. Yes, so I think you're not the arsehole on this, and I think so say all of us, frankly. Throw the whole friend away. I mean, I think friends will keep asking if you've shown you can do something. And
I think you should give up crochet just in case. Like, what if they ask again? You can't abide that. Just give up crochet, find a new hobby that people will not want. This is probably the easiest way. Like fishing. Nobody wants to fish.
Fishing is a waste of time, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Well, before we get on to how much of a waste of time it is, because I think it is, do you want to press... I know you eagerly want to press the not the arsehole button.
Okay, I will eagerly press the not the arsehole button. How do I do that eagerly? Is it like this?
Stamp! Not the arsehole. Oh, thankfully this can come up. At the bottom it says say yes to the Jez.
You should always say yes.
So that I just wouldn't forget it. But Tamsin, have you ever charged money for your crocheting endeavours, or do you just make little happy pumpkins and lob them into the face of unsuspecting people? I mean, what's your plan? I mean, has anyone ever come to you and gone like, I want this?
Regrettably, I may not be able to get the crochet pumpkin and the spiders and things out this year. No, because with getting ready to move and not knowing when that's going to happen and stuff, I've kind of buried all of the Halloween and Thanksgiving decorations at the back of the attic.
Yeah,
and I frankly can't be asked to organise that. So unless we move in the next month and then I have access to it, I think they're staying up there, and maybe Christmas too.
When you move from there, you might have to pass on what you found in the attic that time. You'll have to find some pornography and leave it in the corner.
Yeah, I should leave my own pornography in the
what
the
one you've made of you.
Yeah, just me jerking off.
Jerking off.
Yeah.
Over some other porn.
Yes.
Like a real meta porn where you're watching porn and there's a film of you watching.
So it's not, you can't even really tell it's me. It's like looking at the back of my head as I'm sat there naked jerking off with a TV in front of me.
Yeah, of other porn. That's just
really bad porn.
And then what they want, and then everybody like a chain letter, then the next person finding that has to wank off over you wanking off over that and filming them. And eventually, in 200 years' time, they'll find like a chain
It'll
of
be
people.
Like Wankception.
Yeah, it would be so good.
It'd be like The Ring. And by ring,
it
I
would be
mean
like The
butthole.
Ring. Everyone has to. It's like once you see this within 1 week, you have to film yourself wanking or you die. Oh my god! Secret Jez porn stash. How much for the house? I mean, literally, you're like that's going to put another 100,000 on the house
easily. Yeah.
I didn't see what.
Oh no, he's got a mouse. Look out, everyone!
I know. I might press the wrong thing.
Prepare for shit to fuck up.
I really want to. I didn't hear the story, said Dom. Welcome in, Dom. But I used to teach people to make leather armor because I knew it meant they could surpass me and I could commission them later because I ain't got the time for that
That's
no
the
more.
way you
That's
do it.
clever. It's like, here, teach a man to armor and he can armor you. Which is clever.
Mm.
I never charged, says Tamsin. I have made big things for family and very special friends. See long comment above. Oh, I must have missed the long comment above. Did we see a lot? I missed the long comment.
There was no long comment.
Basically, maybe Dom's long comment. I don't know. But anyway, yes. How much is your house up for? Hashtag shut up and take my money.
Well, it went on the market today. If you know where we live, you can find it and go and go on like Zoopla and shit, and find my house if you really need to.
That one. I didn't see that one. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, that was not there.
I've been talking about this with my niece who sells her mini paintings. Just paintings of the Mini Coopers. Yeah.
With I Heart Boris on the back.
Who sells her mini paintings. Crochet is not something you can make money on because A, wool costs a lot. Who knew?
Sheep.
And B, it takes fucking ages. You can't possibly charge what your time would cost. But you could ask your friend to buy the wool if it was a massive thing. But I'm with Op. I don't want to be commissioned to make massive things. I have enough on my to make list. Yeah.
She's still busy making really long Mr. Tickle arms to eventually cover Jaeger's house in them as some kind of
That'll be the dream.
It'll be incredible.
We'll see you soon, Will. I do actually have a question for you at some point, so watch out for that.
He's just going to find my house.
Yeah, be back soon. Doop,
Okay.
doop, 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 doop,
He'll
doop.
hear us. It just Although earlier I haven't watched things on Twitch for ages, and earlier I tried to put on like a Twitch channel, and then turn my screen off and put it in my pocket, and it would not let me. I'm sure I used to be able to do that.
Turn your
So like put on a Twitch channel,
listen. So turn it off so you can listen to it.
so
still.
I can listen to it. But it was just like off, no more Twitch playing. I'm like, oh,
I don't like this fact. I'm going to take this off entirely.
that's weird. Yeah.
So I'm just getting rid of it.
Crochet,
I can't do it.
it's broken everything, has been a big issue at Empire LARP because people are allegedly buying crochet stuff from Temu and selling it for IC coin.
Yes.
Is that in
character money.
in character coin, right? But A, that's rubbish, and B, you can't machine make crochet, so it means someone isn't being paid. Is that like the AI of LARP?
I'm just trying to get so like you can't machine make crochet, so it means someone isn't being paid. Like, but if you can't machine make crochet, that means someone
made it. Well, so
someone has made it.
So
but,
someone will have been paid, or
suffice to say,
slave
oh,
labor.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I don't want to get into this too much, although I do love talking about LARP. There's always something about.
We're not talking about LARP until we're sponsored by LARP. I put my foot down last week. You'll remember.
No one's going to sponsor me. I would love to be sponsored by LARP. To talk
Well,
about
ask
LARP.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, ask them.
I'll ask all LARP I know if they will sponsor it, and then I'll talk to any of them.
Yeah. Until then, fuck off. Shall I read this one?
Yes.
Am
Goodness me, you all right there? Just clearing your throat there.
I the arsehole
Yes.
for signing up my kids to public school behind my wife's back?
Behind my wife's back. It's just like, oh my god.
Now, I will clear up before we get started that this is written by an American. So by public school, they mean private school. But they don't call it private school. They call it public school. They call public school private school. I hope you understood what I was going at there. This is school that you pay for.
Paid
Okay?
school.
Paid school, like the Royals went to, and nobody here probably went to. Out yourself now. Shay Jez is on Rightmove. It is.
Oh, there you go. Everyone's looking. By the way, they're not paying attention to a single word we're saying. They're just like looking for your house.
My house and maths, we're fucked.
Yeah, I know, right?
Our ratings are going to be through the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Did you not watch last week? Do you not know how incredible the show was last week?
Oh,
We're going to top it.
It was good. I don't know how we top it, really. It was great.
I had Duncan telling me that the show was good last week. He said, I didn't watch it, but I was just told it was good.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, maybe you should watch it, Duncan.
Dom says Mena's Fate, which is a new one next year, new LARP, might sponsor us. They might. I know the guy. I'll ask him. But the thing is, I don't know whether he wants to be associated with our sweary cuntitude, where we're like, what a prick, can't believe it. Then I had a massive shit and it looked like Mickey Mouse's hand or something. It will just be like, I don't think that's what he wants.
That is an old school
reference.
Yeah.
It came up the other day, actually. Temu is both a competitor to my work and obviously unsustainable slave labor. So when I heard someone at LARP bought all their kit on there, I quietly decided not to talk to them anymore. I didn't know what Temu was. I thought Temu was like, well, I don't know. I thought it was like a Wish thing or an Etsy thing. I really didn't know what Temu was.
It's the sound that cows made if they're made of tea.
Temu! Yeah, well, I don't know. So I don't know what Temu is. Have you met Dan B? He is at least as sweary as you. No, I don't think I have met Dan B. But, you know, I'm sure I'd love to meet Dan B.
As much as we swear and say cunt a lot, like, we don't bring anything into disrepute. You know, we're pretty reasonable people.
And I do intend to go to Mena's Fate, so I'm a really good person to...
Only if they sponsor us, though. So, like...
Maybe we'll get...
If a LARP sponsors us, I will go to a LARP. How about that?
Oh, my God.
And,
I'll get Nick on.
And the LARP might not know how big a deal that is, but that is a big deal.
That's a big deal. House looks fancy. Yeah.
It better fucking look fancy. I've spent the last month busting my ass to make it look fancy.
It does look good. You should stay in it.
Well, but then it'll be a mess again. I can't do that.
Shit, son, let's make it happen. Yeah. I'll message I'll see if we can get a sponsorship deal with Mena's Fate. Sponsored by Mena's Fate. And it'll be like a little... Oh, like the flyover will be a flyover of the site. There's a site advert for like what the game's going to be like, and it flies over. We could use that in the beginning.
Yeah, we'll do like a fake intro in the middle that's about this thing.
I would love nothing more than to like... I mean, for the 17 people that occasionally watch this, to be like, and by the way, let's stop for a word from our sponsor. If you'd like to try LARP, why not try Mena's Fate? Look, I'm already advertising the fucking thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Don't try them. They don't sponsor us yet.
Fuck you, Mena's Fate. I'm definitely going. Carry on.
Anyway,
you are the arsehole.
Shall I read this title again?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Jez, can you come to Curious Pastimes next year? Only if they sponsor us.
You don't have to go to the games. Just take Income 4 and give me your cash.
I haven't even read it yet, but here is a judgment from Dom.
Dom has bring their judgment.
Yes, the arsehole, assuming they're in the UK. They're not. I already covered that without reading it. They're in the US, but it's the same kind of thing. Paying for education and social advantage at the expense of your child's actual upbringing. Public school is abusive, don't at me. Just send your child to comprehensive and allow your child to lift up those around them and spend their privilege. Oh, I'm cross, and Jez hasn't even read it. I have only read the title.
Sometimes it's interesting what will trigger someone in that way. Trigger isn't the perfect word, but maybe kind of like, yeah.
Private school really triggers a lot of people, which is why I thought I would bring this one and put it at the beginning, because it's not funny, but it will trigger people, and we're also about that.
Yeah, okay.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
That's twice.
I know, but I kind of like felt we'd reset a little. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Am I the arsehole for signing up my kids to public school behind my wife's back? So I, 36M, am a dad to 6-year-old twins.
By the way, I'd have to say, anytime it's behind your wife's... Anything that's behind your wife's back that isn't like a surprise birthday party is probably not going to end well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just decided to do this behind my wife's back. I mean,
that's the best place to do things, because then your wife doesn't know until it's too late.
It's just like...
Not speaking from experience, obviously.
I bought a life-size Wolverine model behind my wife's back. It now occupies our balcony.
Does public school mean private or comp over there? It means private school. Public school in the States is our private school. I thought I covered that in my long and confusing rant at the beginning. Did I not? Okay. I'm a dad to 6-year-old twins. And my wife, 28F, is a stay-at-home mom who has recently gone full crunchy mom mode.
Is that like the opposite of smooth crunchy mum mode? I used to be well into smooth mums. Now I'm well into crunchy. Crunchy's much nicer, I think.
I think it comes with age, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as kids, you want smooth moms.
Yes.
But when you grow up a little bit...
You're like, actually, that crunchy
mom's
pretty
good, yeah. Especially on like some wholemeal toast.
Yes.
Yeah, crunchy
I
mom
want it
on
really
wholemeal
right now,
toast.
but Aletha is allergic to crunchy mums.
Fucking Aletha, ruining everything.
Absolutely. We were busy looking at your house. You've seen his house.
You've been in my house.
What is it?
You know what it looks like.
What are you looking at? You're going to buy it? Pay attention.
Yeah.
God.
Fucking pony up. Anyway. She's all about essential oils, no processed food, cloth diapers when they were babies, and she's absolutely against anything mainstream. Aletha, you were there yesterday. You've seen it in its like clean, saleable state.
I'm still looking at your house. Oh my god!
Shouldn't have said anything, should I?
I just love it. There's like, it's more interesting in your house. You may as well listen. Somebody on here might want to buy your house, Jeremy. Have you considered that? You know, you could advertise your house here. You know, maybe cut out all the kind of estate agent bullshit and just find a private.
Yeah, I'd have to wait like 6 months for that because I've signed up to an estate agent now. Yeah, the only people I can sell it to without paying the estate agent is my parents.
Oh, really? But they want to buy it
potentially.
Oh,
but next year, and we're hoping to move before that. But
yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, without sharing further personal details of my life, I'll get back to the itis, shall I?
Please do.
Right. She's all about essential oils, no processed foods. Cloth diapers when they were babies, and she's absolutely against anything mainstream. I mean, I've done 2 of those things, so maybe I'm a crunchy dad.
Crunchy.
Trying to cut out processed foods, and we did cloth nappies. They were cool. As cool as nappies get, anyway. There's still things that babies shit in.
I mean, I like how it's like crunchy. I can't stop saying. Cloth nappies for when they're babies, is it? So we can be clear that it's not cloth nappies now. You're saying like that, cloth nappies for the dad.
I wonder if you can get cloth nappies when like you become incontinent as an old person. How does that work? We are about 40% cloth nappies. That is about 60% too little, Dom. It's 100% cloth nappies or get the fuck out. You need a tumble dryer, otherwise it's unsustainable. Which is also not very sustainable. It's a tumble dryer. Anyway, getting off the point. For the longest time, I didn't mind. Are you looking at my house now?
Yeah, I was just about to look it up. I was just about to look it up because I thought it'd be funny. Yeah. You carry on. No, I'm listening to the story. Right move.
It's also on Zoopla and on the market.
Zoopla doesn't sound like a real thing.
Zoopla's one of the better ones.
Really?
Yeah. I'll read this. Nobody's listening, but I'll read it for myself.
It's fine.
For the longest time, I didn't mind because a lot of it is about healthy living, and I want the best for our kids. But things are starting to get way out of control. The latest issue is that my wife is dead set on homeschooling the twins. She's convinced that public school is toxic and that our kids won't thrive in a system designed to make them little robots.
Oh, okay.
She even has a few friends in her crunchy mom group who homeschool their kids.
What does this mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, these guys are fucking idiots.
And she's been talking non-stop about joining their co-op. I've expressed my concerns about this from the beginning. I work full-time and don't think she realises how hard it's going to be to manage homeschooling 2 kids at the same time while giving them a proper education. Well, they're the same age, so it's going to be exactly as hard as educating 1 kid. It'll be the same curriculum for both of them.
Yeah, once you've done it once.
Unless one is a mega thicko and the other one is like gifted, and then you've got to come up with completely different differentiation for one of the kids. But yeah, okay. But she won't hear it. Anytime I bring up public school, she shuts it down immediately, saying she doesn't want the twins to get bullied or that we'll lose control of what they're learning. I just don't think homeschooling is realistic, and I can't see how she'll keep them on any sort of consistent schedule. I gave her time to prove me wrong over the summer, thinking maybe she'd ease into it and have a plan. Instead, she spent most of the time bouncing between different unschooling philosophies and signing them up for random activities with her crunchy mom friends. The kids are constantly bored, and I've seen them starting to fall behind. Fall behind? They're fucking 6, mate. Chill out.
2 plus 2. Shit.
Potato.
Shit.
I'm not proud to admit it, but I went behind her back and enrolled the twins in public school for the fall. I told her a few weeks before school started, and she absolutely lost it. She accused me of betraying her and said I was undermining her role as a mother.
I mean, I can't really...
I mean, that's true, but I also don't blame him.
Crunchy.
She keeps saying I don't trust her to raise our kids, which isn't true, isn't it? I just don't think she's prepared to handle homeschooling, and I don't want
Not everyone can be a teacher,
to
right?
suffer because of it. No. Not everyone should be a teacher. Because it's bullshit. She spent the whole first week of school trying to make me feel guilty by saying the twins are miserable and that I've ruined their childhood by forcing them into the system.
My dad's not a phone. Duh.
The thing is, as far as I can tell, the twins actually loved their first week of school. They've made friends and like their teacher, but my wife keeps insisting that they're just pretending to like it to make me happy. Yeah. Or
Kids love that shit.
yeah, 6-year-olds are really good at pretending to like something they don't like just to please their parent. Notoriously really, really good at that. Yeah, not at all tantrumy when they don't like something or anything. Yeah. Now she's talking about pulling them out mid-year. I wish you'd pulled out mid-year. And starting over with her homeschooling plan.
Homeschooling.
But I'm putting my foot down.
Yes.
I want the best for my kids, and honestly think public school is the right choice for them right now. My
Why
wife is
regular
making me
school?
feel like I'm the bad guy for going behind her back and forcing them into something she was so against. Am I the arsehole for enrolling my twins in public school without her consent? Should I have handled it differently?
Probably.
I'm starting to feel guilty about what this is doing to my wife.
Yeah, I mean, like... I have to admit, I don't know really what my opinion is because I was looking at your house on Rightmove. But, and I have stuff to say about it. But,
What, my house?
yes. But, nothing about this. I don't give a shit. She's the arsehole. Boom, boom, pow, done. Don't remember. What was the question? I think we're finished. But seriously, though, you want to press the button?
I mean, I'm glad this was in the fake-iter section.
Yeah.
Perhaps everyone will have looked at my house before we actually get to Am I the Arsehole in about an hour.
The thing about this is that she, as I understand it, wants to be all kind of homeschooly and crunchy, whatever the fuck that means. And she's got an ethos, and he doesn't like it. And so he's thought, right, the best way to do this is not to talk about it properly, but go behind her back and then it'll be done. And I don't think that is a good idea for anything. And
I seem to remember that, like, both mine and Karis's, like, signature say needed to be on the, like, enrollment papers when we started our daughter at school.
Right.
I don't think here you can actually one person unilaterally decide they're going to go to this school. But,
yeah, he's just snuck it in. Just went, just on the way back.
well, that was the problem in the first place. He just snuck it in. Yeah.
Now it started.
Yeah.
So public is state in USA.
I'm just confused. I don't think I helped the situation by confusing things at the beginning.
I just wanted to go up because I know that
it's going to break it. Wait,
Sassy.
no. There you go.
I'm on the fence. I was homeschooled. I went to school from kindergarten to half of third grade due to bullying, then stayed homeschooled because I had health problems in my teen years. I think kids should at least try some sort of public school until otherwise it should be up to the kids. My mum always made it my choice every year. I chose to homeschool.
Yeah, I mean, homeschooling has definitely been a thing for the last, like, 10 years. But I think most people who homeschool will, like, try and provide further, like, public enrichment to their children, like enroll them in more clubs and sports and things so that they still get interaction with other children.
Yeah. I mean, I have never been homeschooled, and I can't imagine that. I can imagine there's some people who are really good at that sort of stuff, and they're great curriculum, and they're really time bound, and everything's really nice, and it's not just like a bit of a DOS, and they fall behind and everything like that. I presume there's a way of doing it properly.
Yeah, I mean, I remember what study leave was like when I was in school, and I'm like, I did not study. I stayed up late to watch the Royal Rumble, which was not good for my education whatsoever.
But I also feel like, and I could be wrong about this, not that I don't want to get too serious about it.
It was exciting when the Big Show came back, though.
Oh, well, it's the Big Show.
But because it was on Channel 4, they played that bit like, where is the Big Show? And then there was a commercial break. I'm like, motherfuckers. Fucking Channel 4.
It's the Big Bad Show tonight.
No, no show, only commercial.
But, like, there's something about going to school and the clubs and societies and extracurricular stuff, which I suppose you don't get if you're at home. But who am I to say? Only, in this case, Victoria can really tell us. Because
Ellie J's arrived. Hello, Ellie J.
Ellie!
Can you tell us what public school means in America?
Yes.
Because, I haven't read the notes yet. Harmstone adding the spoilers, as always. Editing to add... Yes, the twins are vaccinated. My wife wasn't so far in the crunchy pipeline back then. Whatever that means. Her friends do sometimes make her feel bad about that.
What, make her feel bad about vaccinations?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I looked into homeschooling and unschooling them and did my research. I had hoped my wife had a plan, which is why I gave her the summer to figure that out. Okay, sure. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of text here. Let's read Dom's first, and by let's, I mean you.
I have friends who homeschool, and it's fucking hard. But if you can, and the kids engage, it isn't worse, it's just different. But partner and I both feel that we learnt a lot about being Londoners and dealing with uncomfortable situations from going to a very mixed school with almost 2,000 kids.
Yeah, I mean, not obviously extreme cases of bullying, but a little bit of, dealing with arseholes is necessary to set you up for the world, because I hate to break it to people, but everyone's an arsehole, and you've got to learn to be amongst them.
Sooner than later.
Yeah.
I think the best learning requires some kind of plan in terms of, hey, we're working towards this. If it's just random activities all over the place, that's probably not going to be the best. Well, I would imagine that the same way. You've got to have some sort of structure to it.
Yeah. So unless you are an actual teacher that has been schooled in the ways of teaching and you come up with your own full curriculum, then it's probably not going to work, is it?
I just feel like someone the person who's doing the homeschooling, say one parent goes out to work, one parent stays behind and looks after the kids and homeschools.
One man went to mow a meadow.
I don't have time for that, got to homeschool. Then you've got a lot of effort to do, like cleaning things and getting things ready and doing bits and pieces and homeschool. It sounds exhausting, but if somebody's really up for it and really believes in it, and they've like, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're doing maths today, English tomorrow, you're reading this, we're doing that, I picked this, we're going on a little field trip. My God, it could be amazing, but you've really got to, I don't know if that's how doable. The term crunchy mum is a slang term used to describe a mother who is made entirely out of peanut butter with bits in. Right. That's cleared that up.
That's what we thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was as well.
There you go, LEJ. Sure, public schools are government-funded bodies of education from K, kindergarten, to 12th grade. These include standard and special education programs. Okay, do we call that public school as well?
No. Public schools are...
like Eton and shit.
Yes.
That's fucking stupid. We're stupid, not them. I thought they were the stupid ones because it's so often the case. But we're fucking stupid. That's not public.
I used to teach kids jiu-jitsu and I was really bad at it. This story is already good. People have to be able to separate good parent from good teacher before they make that choice.
Why have we got the stupid terms? We're the clever ones. The fuck? Public.
Tamsin says, my first school had 3 kids at one point, a maximum of 8, so I feel like I was almost homeschooled. Little siblings were allowed to join us at playtime, and our dog joined in swimming lesson. What the fuck is this?
Everybody sucks here. Yeah.
I mean, I think the real question we've got to ask is that the championship belt on your mantelpiece?
Yes, it is. It is my championship belt on the mantelpiece.
In the back room?
In my study.
Yeah, in your study, yeah. Wow, you've really got... What belt is that?
That's the Main Event Podcast World Prediction Championship.
Ah,
champion.
That's going to put some value on the house. People are going to run round to find out about that. Yeah. That's on picture 5 of 14 if you're on Rightmove looking at Jeremy's house. I love that. The eye is really drawn to it. Did they... Anyway, sorry, that was my only question. Am I the arsehole?
The photographer was obviously drawn to the room because
it was one of the rooms in your house.
Because it was one of the rooms in my house. But no, as he arrived to take photos of my house, I was in the middle of having a massive shit. So I had to kind of pre-wipe, just to wipe enough to make sure I could leave the toilet. And then I went and answered the door and said, "Come in, stand there." And then I fucked off back upstairs to finish my shit.
To post wipe.
At which point, he was drawn to the study first of all and was looking at my my DVD collection that's been moved into there. And he was like, "Oh, I'm just looking for WrestleMania 17 because I'm like, this has to have WrestleMania. There's WrestleMania." And he's like, "Yeah, WrestleMania 17." So, but the best WrestleMania, obviously. I'm like, "It is correct. You are right." And it all went downhill from there.
That's good.
And that is empirically true.
And then it's a 24/7 belt, so you had a fight there and then in the room.
And I won, which is
why you still got it. He may, and so is there a clause he can't fight for it again for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, ever.
Right.
You only get one shot.
Do not miss your chance.
One opportunity. One moment. In my study.
Mom spaghetti. There's vomit on Mom spaghetti. Is the belt included? Says
the belt
Tams.
is not included. You must defeat me in a prediction competition to win the belt.
That's predictable.
Can I have the mouse back now?
Yes.
Anyway, shall I read this out again and we'll make a judgment?
Please.
Am I the arsehole for signing my kids up to public school behind my wife's back?
Yeah, I think you are.
I think
everyone
sucks.
Oh, yeah, sure, let's go for that.
Including you.
Yeah, you
suck too.
You. But I'm glad, because, ultimately, I have to say, I don't think any of us were really invested in that. Hands up in agreement? This is coming my way, isn't it? I don't know about this one. Is your house on Poopla?
Shut up.
Imagine. Well, it says there's a 360-degree picture on this, so maybe we can see the poo from below. Is this your... Which room is this room?
That is the master bedroom. That is my bedroom.
Oh, I don't remember your bed being that way round.
It's moved around a few times.
I mean, it's not like I go in there very often. Twice probably, but one of those times was showing me at the beginning, and one of those times was to see how you Marie Kondoed your t-shirts. I don't spend my time in your bedroom. Just want to clarify that. I don't spend the time. I don't spend my time in your... I really can't stress this enough, that I don't go in there, and I don't know the orientation of your bed.
I mean, we never usually get to the bedroom. It's usually finished on the stairwell,
You do fuck elsewhere in the house. That's gonna... Yeah.
And you'll eventually come across the room that obviously you stayed in.
I see that. That's looking nice.
When you lived in our house for 3 weeks or whatever.
It did, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Bathroom's looking good. Yeah, do you know what? This house is good.
It is good.
It's good.
And people better fucking give us the asking price. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you're here now interested in my house, let me tell you, I'm not accepting much less than the asking price. So don't even fucking insult me.
Don't.
Just don't even try it.
Maybe you should have gone higher. Do they recommend you go higher and then you beat
No,
that?
I said that.
Did you say what I just said?
Yeah. And
Maybe we should make it X amount of price. And they were like, did they go, no, it don't work? Or
and said, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm like,
it should work. Because, like, if say you want, I want to sell you, like, this cushion, and I want to get £25 for it, I might say, I'll sell you this cushion for 50 quid, and you'll say, no, 15, and then we meet in the middle of the place where I want it.
yes.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what I
explaining
thought.
your concept that you readily know, but for the purposes of the Egypts watching, But, like, but he was, like, not going for it then.
No, he said some very reasonable and things that made sense, but I've forgotten them now because they didn't agree with my worldview, so I just said, all right then, and then forgot what he said, basically.
They just attached a camera to the cat, so there's all these like, pictures of
mate,
the inside.
Trying to keep the fucking cat out of the photos was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Ellie, he is selling his
I am
house.
selling my house, yes.
So if you're looking for a house...
And every fucker but you, apparently, Ellie, is now looking at my house on Rightmove.
Has someone linked it? Has it been linked into Discord yet?
No, please don't do that.
I mean, presume. We all know where it is, so we've looked at it, but... I immediately laughed at the I Heart Bears cushion. How are those bears doing?
They are 1-1, by which they have 1 win and 1 loss, and that loss was bullshit. Shall we go into This Is Happening?
Yes.
Okay, right. Are you going to segue into it neatly, or shall I just push the button?
Push the button.
Okay, I've pushed the button, and you know
Motherfucker.
that there is a delay. Can you do it timed?
In a world filled with haps and naps, 2 men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
That was one of the best ever. That was so good.
Oh, that'll make the 200
That was
episode
so
montage.
good. So good.
Can you make the time?
I think I get this. Work this out, and it just goes screen. Oh my god!
That was incredible.
In a world full of haps and naps.
I don't think we can beat that. Good night, everyone. Shit, we're back. Sorry, I was pouring myself a drink.
This is happening, the segment where we all talk about the good things and bad things that have happened. I've got stuff to talk about. We'll get to that in a bit. But if you want to write in the chat the good things, the haps, and the bad things, the naps that have happened to you this week, we'll talk about them. Make them funny, and we'll read them out and discuss them about them as shit.
Nap, Harmstone.
There you go. See, it works like that. Maths in 12 minutes. What are you talking about? TiVo it. Do people say that? I don't know. I'm not American. By the way, you might say the worst thing that's happened is you're fighting Bears losing to the Texans. But think about it this way. You could be Carolina.
That's true.
You could be the Panthers or anyone that lives in Carolina. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Mm.
But you could support the Panthers.
I mean, I could be in South Carolina who don't have an NFL team at all.
That's true.
So
yeah. So think about it that way. You know. Hap. Free strawberry wafer snacks. Yeah, that's true. Me and Aletha went and bought some bao buns from an Asian mart, and they were tasty. It's like called Starry Mart, but it's a mart. And they gave us free strawberry wafers. Fucking incredible.
Mm. Anyone moving out of America to England, good luck. You're making the right choice. And I don't think that is the right choice. I think that's a sideways choice, if we're being honest. I think we're as fucked as they are.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably won't have Donald Trump as president, but who knows?
God,
maybe when he fails at being the American president for a second time, he'll come here and try and do that. Yeah. Yeah. What was yeah. Oh, that's why you said that. Maybe we'll buy it and move to the UK. Don't threaten us with a good time.
I'd love it if that was the case. Plus, you get to come out of Carolina, which is at least not impressed that are dunking on Carolina, but that's what we do. Hardy ha ha. Hap, I'm doing a pop-up, cocktails and cakes on Friday this week, then doing cabaret on Sunday in Bristol. Wow. Okay, hold on. So I'm doing a pop-up, cocktails and cakes on Friday. So does that mean
like a pop-up shop?
Yeah, a pop-up shop. Are you doing
it like selling them?
Yeah, tell us more about that, because Dom used to do a cocktail stream.
Yeah, and he's a bartender
Yeah.
by trade, right?
I
If
don't actually know
remember
what
correctly.
Dom does, but although I thought, and I could be wrong, that he was just like really good and really into it, basically.
I thought he worked at that bar next to XL at one point.
He'll tell us.
At least that is my memory.
And what cabaret are you doing? Because this sounds interesting.
Un cabaret.
Nap, says Sassy. Allergy season. Allergy? Is it allergy season? What?
Depends where you are, I
I
guess.
suppose that's true. But that is Nap. That is true. Hap. Orange socks with sheep on. I have some. Cute. Did you crochet them yourself? And how much are they going for?
Crocheted socks must be really warm. You don't want those in the summer.
Yeah.
I dyed my sheep orange so that I could get orange wool off them.
Nice.
That's what I did this week.
That's because you're playing Minecraft, presumably.
I've gone back to
That reminds me of the
Minecraft a bit,
time
yeah.
when
Yeah.
somehow the sheep farm exploded and fell on.
Man!
And we should try and find that again. But the sheep farm exploded and fell on Aletha. It was fucking incredible.
Man!
So many things. I'm going to take. I don't know. I'm taking it so much now, but I just really want to keep track of all these sort of things. Is that Nap? I'm back on Planet Roller Coaster with my stupid ears.
My freaking ears!
I don't know. Are your ears?
Yeah, so obviously Karis had the problem with her
Oh.
ears and her dizziness and stuff.
I see.
And any slight hint of cold. And we're
I
entering
see. I
cold
thought she was
season.
literally playing Planet Roller Coaster.
Is that a game?
Yes. Like a theme park thing. Hap, there's a brand new Uncanny X-Men pinball machine being released this month. How much do these things cost?
It's got to be
'Cause
expensive.
How many have you got, Ellie?
Hey, I've just realised that we haven't shared the other pinball video from Cardiff.
Pinball Wizard. I don't think that's quite as good. Because I think I'm a bit too competent. I know that sounds crazy.
I mean, it's worth watching because it's a Godzilla one, and obviously that meets kind of my interests at the same time.
Fair enough.
And it was pretty epic. It played like Godzilla clips and shit while you were like destroying Tokyo. It was really good.
I loved it.
Yeah, but you were really good at it.
I was getting a bit too good at that, and that's not the.
It was supposed to be a short video, and it went on a bit
That's,
too long.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Like
make you.
his name went on the board and everything. I'm like,
I did.
This is not funny.
Yeah. Chef by trade, bartender by fun, and I teach it. I'm doing a menu of 5 drinks and 5 paired desserts in North London. £15 a pair or 55 for the whole menu. Does that sound wicked?
That sounds like a good deal as well. A dessert and a cocktail for £15 in London. That sounds pretty cheap. So Dom, I've got to ask you, how do you like book a place for it? Because I might do some pop-ups at some point.
It'd be
But
quite
I've
fun.
never been asked to research how you rent out an empty shop to do that. But yeah. Why have you still got last year's bin calendar up? Because I don't check it, Harmstone. I just go outside on the Wednesday night and be like, what bin is out? What bin have the neighbours got out? Oh, the pink one. Great, I'll put that one out too.
Be thankful
Prick.
he's looking at your house and not maths. Roller coaster.
Well, maths doesn't start for another 7 minutes. I'm sure at that point he'll be looking at my house and watching maths and not listening to us anymore.
Here in Virginia, ragweed. It's terrible in the fall, especially in the rural areas. There's a ragweed allergy.
I don't even know what ragweed is.
I don't know what it is.
Which is some kind of British privilege, I'm sure.
Cabaret, I'm seeing some friends and they insisted I perform, initially asking me to cook on stage. Wow. I audibled to making drinks and talking history, so I'm doing the history of the old-fashioned cocktail with hats. That sounds wicked. That sounds really good.
That
The
does
history
sound
of the
really
old-fashioned cocktail. Well, there's a local place we go to that does an old-fashioned with rum or bourbon or... Oh, what's the other one that I had the other night? The one that was different. I think it was a cherry thing or something like that. But I'd be interested in what your favourite type of old-fashioned is. You own 2. She owns 2 pinball machines. I'm sending our money for this new one. Goodness me.
Wow. Apparently I'm in the tour.
You're in the tour?
Yeah, I bet I know where I am. I bet I'm sitting on the armchair in the master bedroom, right? I did think I would be when I was sat on that chair, having been kicked out of my living room so that he could photograph downstairs. Nope. Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Because he like put the thing on the top of the stairs, and I'm like, I can see this camera, therefore that camera can see me. Well, I'm either there or I'm in the living room, because those are the 2 rooms I was in while he was doing it.
Or the bathroom still having a shit. This is you looking up at him like,
Do you mind?
Do you really want to know how much the new one costs? I kind of do, but like you don't have to reveal it. But I kind of think it's going to be like something like $3,000 or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I would have said that's a low estimate.
And it is a low estimate, right?
Yeah.
Planning mini vacations with my parents. But where to? Tell us where to.
Somewhere without fucking ragweed, am I right?
Yeah, better believe it. I want to go to the cocktail and cake thing. Quick, let's go to London.
Come on, then.
It's happening.
Book it. Dunno.
We have a pinball machine at work.
15,000, Jesus Christ!
Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? I thought it was going to be 15. In my brain, I'm like, it's going to be 15. We have a pinball machine at work, and whenever the engineer comes to look at it, he is gobsmacked how much use it gets. Years of use in a few months. Wow.
I mean, these things do get a fucking beating, don't they?
Yeah. Hap, parents' 40th wedding anniversary on Sunday.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's got nothing to do with you.
No, Harmson, are you performing in some way? Or
they've stayed together 40 years in spite of you. So
yeah,
that's got fuck all to do with you, mate.
See you there. Put the deets in Discord. Hey, look, there you go. Is it this weekend? That's what this public thing. Yeah, public games take a hell of a beating. I have to say, I mean, I don't obviously play a lot of pinball, and I'm not good at it. So, you know, the best was like video game pinball. Do you know what I mean? Like on the computer, not like actual. Yeah. Walton's Mountain. Is that what I said? In October, and Williamsburg in December.
That's either Walton's Mountain or Walton's Montana.
Ah.
I've not heard of either of those
Williamsburg.
things, so it could be anything. I've heard of Williamsburg. That's like a famous Civil War
location,
place, right? I think.
Using all of our Civil War knowledge.
Or is it like
no, I think
war
it is.
Against us?
I don't think
like
so.
Independence War. I think it is a Civil War thing.
They blurred the baby doll faces.
That's amazing.
Like heaven, yeah. God forbid someone recognizes Baby Wawa,
which is his actual name. Just throwing that out there.
I'll have you know, Mum said I'm one of her 2 best achievements from the marriage. Fucking hell.
Yeah, mums say a lot of things, mate. Wait until she says what she says behind your back.
Lots of things, not good things happen behind your back.
Or Tim, yeah. Tim is the other baby.
Oh, really?
They blurred Tim as well, apparently.
I wish we could blur Tim.
Yeah.
Blur Tim!
Yeah, my daughter's 3 baby dolls are Baby Wawa. That one was named first. He won't be surprised to hear. Tim. And Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wawa, is Wawa not the name it's given as it's kind of like...
No.
Oh, I see. When I heard Baby Wawa, I presumed it was like the name...
Like the brand.
Yeah, the brand.
No. It's the name that she gave the baby when she was like 2 when she got it.
That's quite cute, actually. Now that I know that.
What's the baby called? Wawa. Yeah, that's
Very
what it
accurate.
does.
Yeah.
It is what
What
it
do you
does.
want to call this dog? Woof woof.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know why I asked you as a 2-year-old. We should have named it for you, but there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you got what's happened to you this week? Anything you want to raise in the This Is Happening segment?
Not really, other than the Bears suck. And that's nap. That's it, really. I've mostly been, working my ass off to get ready for these photos.
Yeah, which we're all enjoying.
You are all enjoying, only to find that they have blurred the
lines.
And apparently I'm in it in a room that nobody will tell me which room it is. So
I'm going to go onto the video and find out. I want to know if the room where it's happened. Presented by Miles and Barr.
Mountain. Walton's Mountain is based off an American show in the 80s during the Depression in the 30s. They have a B&B there. It's a replica of the house. It's pretty cool.
This is really cool.
The 3D tour, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've sent you the screenshot, Jazz. Okay, thanks. Let's have a look.
And
now I'm looking at my own house.
I'm going to stop then.
In the... Oh, yeah, I'm in the living room.
Well,
there I am.
Baby Dom sleeps with a toy we call Dog Bear because we are still unsure what it's meant to be. Is it a dog?
I'm looking at my phone instead of watching the Formula One like I was supposed to be doing.
There you are.
Yeah. I'm in the living room.
So how does the guy film it like that? Does he go around with it stapled to his head and you just like...
No, it's a big ass camera that looks a bit like your lights on the tripod, and he literally puts it in the room and it goes like... just does like a 360 view and looks all around and takes a bunch of pictures, and then they shove them all together. Yeah.
Incredible. Well, the best of luck.
Well, I'm in it, so that it'll sell now. I'll probably assume that I come with
Does
it.
Jez come with the house? Oh, you. Despite my propensity for annoying you guys, I suppose I could watch Maths later.
Fucking right.
Don't, why break the habit of a lifetime? If you want to watch Maths, I mean, I have to say, I don't think I'm going to be watching Maths. It's just all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same.
It's not even about the couples. It's about the couples getting together afterwards and judging each other's relationships. And like, let's just watch EastEnders.
The problem with this, Jeremy,
it's nonsense.
Is that someone at work who I know that likes Maths, who we have a conversation about these sort of things, is going to ask me about it, and then I won't be able to join in.
But you know what you do?
Do I ask Harmstone?
No, you don't do that. You go on the Wikipedia page and you learn some of the names of the people.
Yes.
And then you just make shit up. But you make shit up as if you are a few episodes ahead of them. And be like...
Sounds like harder work than watching it.
That was ages ago. Oh, have you not seen the next bit yet? That was ages ago. No, like Bob and Tallulah now.
Tallulah.
They've moved on to trying to fuck with the other couple. They want to really open this relationship up. They thought it was married at fucking sight, not married at first sight.
I think I need to do my podcast. Will you let me finish? I just want to do that. Can I just finish?
Can I finish?
Can I finish? Will you let me finish?
Okay, I'm finished.
I'm talking here. Yeah.
But what if the wiki hasn't been written yet? Because I do it. You don't. Seriously?
Stop talking.
Maybe you should leave. Honestly.
Yes. Well, that is lots of this is happening. Oh, shut your mouth. I did have something to say that that I meant to bring up. It could come up now or any other time, but I think I might be out of touch with the Catholic Church.
Really? That surprises me.
I think I might be out of touch with the Catholic Church, and like a lot of big changes have happened to the Catholic Church, and I went to church the other day.
Did you?
I did.
I haven't been to church in years.
Alex for Pope. I don't know if they'll let me do it now, given what happened at Our Lady of Good Counsel.
It sounds embarrassing. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, well, it wasn't. It was a bit awkward, but we went to a memorial service at church in Hythe, and I was blown away by something I didn't know. So a lot of the words have changed,
right?
In the church service,
they do change every now and again, don't they? We don't like the way that sounds anymore.
They've mainly changed in a big way, like once reasonably recently. If you're talking about the length of the Catholic Church, like 10 years ago or whatever. And the point of that was to bring it up to date and keep it very, very close to the way the Latin was and the way the Bible was, and try and keep it as accurate as possible. So that means...
rather like other churches have decided to kind of remove pronouns, the Catholic Church have put in extra pronouns.
More pronouns.
Is that what they're...
I think they basically... So they'll say, the Lord be with you, and then traditionally used to say, and also with you. And now they say, and with your spirit. And that wrong foots me.
When I went to the Catholic Church, it was and with your spirit.
Right.
Because then when I went to Anglican Church of England, and it was and also with
and
you.
Also with
it really threw me because I was like, and with your... Oh, you're not saying that? Okay.
So, yeah, they do keep retranslating.
And also with you is very CV, yeah.
And also with you, yeah. When I was young, and also with you was the Catholic way, and at one point they changed it. And they changed it at a point where I sort of had stopped going. So it's a little bit like watching wrestling and not knowing who's got the belt, and then turning up one day and going, oh, I see, Roman Reigns has got the belt, whoever the fuck that is. And so it's a bit like that. I so rarely go to church, because the only time I ever really go to church is if my dad wants me to play guitar in church, or go to a memorial service, which is what we did the other day. And so I stand there kind of like not knowing the words, because there's this big whole Nicene Creed you have to... We believe in one God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven.
I distinctly remember like that part of it is like peace be with you and with your spirit, and the really enthusiastic is like, lift up your heart.
We lift them up,
and then everyone's like, we lift them up to the Lord.
Yeah, I know.
In like a boring monotone way. And it's like, no, this guy's excited. We need to meet this energy, otherwise we shouldn't be doing this.
It's like there's a bit later on where it's just like something. It'll come to me in a bit, but there's a bit later on where it kind of just like says like, yeah, we lift them up to, you know, something really uplifting, and everyone just says it in this monotone voice. Because when Alex goes to church, he bursts into flames. I'm not that. It's not yet got to that point. But when I go in, like the other day, they all start saying it. I just don't know what the words are. So I just stand there in silence, not knowing, because I don't really know. Actually, the other day, I started just to do the old version. I'm like, old version's going to be fine. Version 1.0 is going to be perfectly serviceable. I understand what the creed is. I got it. It's the same. Like, the Nicene Creed was made in, like, whatever, like 325
Creed
AD.
came back, didn't they? They were gone for a while, and, like, some of them went off to be in Alter Bridge, but Creed came back last year, I think. Can you take me higher?
That was that Creed.
That was Creed.
No,
That's basically what Creed sounded like.
but where should we begin?
It's a great song.
It's good.
I love
Felt that was
so
a
much.
fairly recent, a fairly decent
It's not
performance
recent,
of it.
it's like over 25
it's
years
not recent
old now.
at all, but it was fairly decent. When you are with me. Anyway.
I'm free, chair shot.
My sacrifice. Yeah, so I was fine with this until it got to communion. And you have to go up to communion. And the way that the body and blood of Christ works, the way it works, Jeremy, is that they give you a small circular wafer which you eat, and then you go to the next person who gives you the wine, and you accept the chalice, and you take a tiny sip and you hand it back. So you've got two processes. You take the body and the blood. You have to take the wafer and the wine. And as I was queuing up, what happened looked like the woman in front took a wafer from the wine chalice, like it had been swimming around in there. Like
Oh, yeah,
hooker
some
duck.
people do that, yeah.
And I was like, what the hell are you... I just saw a motion of her hand go sploop like that. And I was like, why is she taking... What the hell are you doing? I wasn't really paying attention. So anyway, I don't need to pay attention. Why do I need to pay attention? I'm just waiting my turn. So I went up, I got the wafer and I put myself in, put it in my mouth. And then I ate it because, like,
And everyone just turned and looked at you in horror.
The deacon who's
He's
right in
still
front
doing
of me,
the 2010 way.
the deacon,
Outsider.
is DGMS going to take a side on transubstantiation?
Yes, I will take a side on transubstantiation. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's the side I've come down on.
So basically, deacon is here on my right hand side. Eucharistic minister is here. They're both shoulder to shoulder with each other, which does not give a lot of room to consume before
Wow.
I have to drink.
Two clergymen. Your church is spoiled.
Well, you have to have one holding the wafers and one holding.
Yeah, the
wine.
organist had to do that in my church. They didn't have an extra person to do that.
Sometimes they double up. So basically, when I used to go to church at home, when we used to go to church, you'd get the wafer there, then you'd walk down like another 10 feet, 20 feet or whatever. And by that time, you'd
And
eaten
they'd give you your stingy amount of wine.
Yeah, well, they give it in the chalice.
And then wipe the chalice
Yeah,
with...
and then you take it in your hand, have a little bit, and give it
Oh,
back.
you got to take it in your hands, do you?
Yeah.
I
They
went
hand it to you.
I
and
went
you
to
go,
a really cheap church, apparently.
So, but there's a distance between person one and person two, which is enough time to consume the wafer. If you imagine, as I'm saying, there's one person there and one person there, I have to eat it as I'm turning to get the next bit. And they look at me, and I reach out to get the thing, because she says the blood of Christ, and I reach out to her, and she kind of recoils back. And I'm like, what? And then the deacon says, oh, no, you don't do it like that. And he's trying to whisper it, so I don't catch it all. But what he says is, no, you... Because, like, we're trying to be reverent. He can't be like, oi! And everyone goes,
Oi,
he
cunt!
Can't really speak
What
up.
2010 bullshit are you trying to pull?
He can't really speak up loudly in a place, but he needs to convey to me that what I'm attempting to do is not how you do it anymore. So, to tell you how they do it now, which is the climax of this,
Does it float?
G1 climax, is you have to take the wafer and dip it in the wine and eat it.
Just cut out the middle, man.
That's just, which is the
No
most
fucking around.
absurd, bonkers shit.
Dip
that I
the
have
body in
ever-
the blood.
Yeah.
Which is a
Which
song
is-
by Drowning Pool. Dip
the body
in the blood. Dip the body
You
in
have
the
to
blood.
dip your
the
wafer-
body in the blood.
wish it did that. Dip the body in the blood. Yeah, so you take your wafer. The way it works now, talk about trying to be efficient and wrong at the same time. You have to take the thing, dip it in there. Now, I don't know what's going through their brain because
some people used to do that when I went to church, but this was 20 years ago.
Never, in my entire time of going, ever been a thing. And even when you weren't allowed to go because of this stuff and they were just coming out of pandemic times, they still just quickly...
Yeah, this seems like cross-contamination 101, really. Like,
yeah, right?
I'm going to put my fingers in this wine.
It's just... But, like, this whole stuff is meant to be exactly like it was in the Bible. And when we hear that, you know, Jesus going, this is my body, I do this in memory of me. He never says, dip this in memory of me.
No.
It's not a thing. I'm so confused. I was so confused about, like, this is a place who
Oi, Peter, pass the salsa.
Yeah, dip it. Which one would you like? Wine, white wine, red wine, or ranch dressing? What would you like of the many different dips you want? Can I double dip? That's my question.
Ranch dip, the butt crack of Christ.
I'm so confused because...
Dip Christ in the ranch. Eat the Christ.
My point here is my dad would hate
I
this
have
right
a
now.
question.
We'll get
Ask
to that.
your question.
Dunk this in memory of me, but never double dip. Amen. Is in when the Catholic Church are trying to be as accurate as possible, it strikes me as weird that they want to kind of combine these two things in a way that never happened in the Bible.
Yeah.
They never went, just hang on a minute.
Because
Peter, just dunk it, mate.
The
Just dunk it.
wafer is a modern, interpretation of, the body of Christ. It was literal bread at the Last Supper, right?
Mm. And they're only doing wafers because, like, I guess
it's cheaper than
it's
bread.
easier than just dishing out bits of bread,
like bread does.
Yeah. So that's what happened, and they had to have this moment at the front of the queue where
you held every fucker up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've eaten it now, so there's nothing I can do. They can't give me I can't say, can I have a second one? I understand where...
Can I have a new
like,
body of Christ, please?
I get it now. I understand how it works. But, oh my God, what the fuck is happening with the Catholic Church?
So...
Dip in now. So
what
I
you're
presume...
saying is no wine? Not getting any wine?
I presume, Will, you know about this. How long has dipping been a thing?
Yeah, why didn't Will give you the heads up, man?
No, I didn't ask him. Probably my fault, really, on that one. But why would you dip? Wish it was chip and dip, then wafers and grape juice or wine. I'm Christian, so it's grape juice. But they keep it so long in my old church, it might as well be wine. It is wine in the Catholic Church, but like it's not really very alcoholic. But honestly. So I don't know. So that's what happened to me, is there was a bit of a faux pas in the Catholic Church when I didn't dip my wafer. I just ate it. It must have been a look on the deacon's face when I was like eating. He's like, no, don't, you need to dip it. It's just like...
In a way, though, it's bad because it outs you as a person who doesn't go to church regularly enough to know this shit.
But I'm pleased about that because I want to always give an air of too cool for school.
I'm sure that's something the Catholic Church really appreciates.
Yeah, basically.
Too cool for school cunts, yeah.
Mm. What was it, Ellie? What was Ellie's question? Do we like our steak?
Good question. Right, here we go.
Do you prefer your steaks pan-seared and basted or grilled?
Those certainly are words, Ellie. That's what I will say to that.
My steak goes in a pan.
Yeah, I do
Fry it.
Yeah.
In a pan.
Fry it.
Baste? Do you mean like the sauces get kind of put over the top of it?
I like the buttery biscuit baste.
Yeah, in a pan. Not that I do a lot of steaks myself.
In a pan, in like a griddle pan, so it puts nice lines on it. And at a low temperature so that it is well done, but not like a doorstop. Proper well done, like Gordon Ramsay does.
That's that.
Drink this in memory of P.
So yes, amen. Apparently it's all changed at the Catholic Church. Efficiency. You could probably just say that once. But
it took me too long to get that joke.
Yeah, I think that's a Brooklyn 99 joke.
I can't say I've ever cooked a steak in butter. Some kind of oil.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
I'm not a confirmed Catholic. You're not? I thought you were Catholic. I mean, I thought you knew this stuff. Do you go to church? Because, Will, your only requirement to confirm if this is a thing is if you currently go to church. If you don't...
I think he means he hasn't gone through confirmation, so therefore he cannot take communion.
He can. It's first Holy Communion. Oh, even if he has, his presence in the church alone would be enough for him to like see what's going on. Like as someone who attends regularly enough to have witnessed it, basically.
I mean, once I was no longer a child, and because when you're a child, you just go up there.
You think like a child.
They give you like
A pat on the head.
a pat on the head and a blessing.
Apart from the
instead.
time when we went to a different church somewhere else when we were on holiday, and they didn't know.
Oh, and they gave you communion. I had that once as well.
And my dad, I hadn't had my first Holy Communion, but the priest gave me communion because I was about the age when I should be about to have my first communion. And my dad was like looking across from the other side of church, like, no, spit it out. You can't have the real body of Christ. He's not communion.
But basically, once I was too old for the pat on the head, I just sat in the stalls.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not getting any wine, I'm not doing that exercise all the way up there. Fuck you. Confirm me or fuck off.
I go to Mass at Catholic Church where the priest is the only one who gets wine. Fuck, really? You got to get out of that place.
That's some bullshit.
No.
Church.
Which church is that?
The church of the no one gets any fucking wine.
Our Lady, only I get wine.
Our Lady of the Stinge.
Our Lady of Pinot Noir for me. No. Have a word. No. Even like when I was much younger, they did both. No. You're being mugged off, mate. Don't get mugged off. Our Lady Help of Christians, folks. And Olhock. People call it Olhock. They not do it over. I can't. What's this becoming? We've got to move on.
He is so incredulous.
No. What's the point of church without wine?
Testify.
Do this in memory of me, unless you can't be bothered. Amen.
I'll do it in memory of him. It's all right. I'll take one for the team.
This is my body. Eat this and think of me and all that sort of stuff. This is the wine. Maybe just one of you will do this. The rest of you won't. Amen.
That famous time at the Last Supper where Jesus gathered all of his disciples and just stood there eating bread and drinking wine the entire time.
In front of them. Do we get some, Lord?
No. The bread and the wine is only for me.
Remember me. When I say do this in memory of me, really what I should be saying is remember me doing this.
Yeah, you'll remember this.
You remember this.
This will stay in your memory.
And Judas is like, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. And it's like, what did you say? Nothing. Enjoy your wine. Enjoy the Last Supper. The what? Tonight's supper. Supper now. Honestly. Watch. Brit, think this is my blood. The wine that only I will get.
It's quite vampiric, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, you like being a good Christian boy. I would never suggest such a thing of transubstantiation.
But I am neither Christian nor a boy.
Or give a fuck. Give a fuck. Amen.
Shall we move on?
Please.
Okay. Let's move on to Tifu. Once again, I have neglected to fix the sting. But I'm going to press it anyway because it makes you laugh.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
Here it is in...
memory of me.
Here is the sting for Todd.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
Sorry. Are you doing this on purpose every week? I swear to God, by the way, if you are doing... I love it.
No.
Please tell. I don't know if you are, but I absolutely love what you're doing. It's perfect. Oh, shit. Fuck.
No, this is all totally coincidental.
Oh,
and
no, I
random.
like the idea that this is so good. I sort of want to believe. Fuck.
Anyway, Today I Fucked Up is a segment in which we read stories that people have written about times that they have royally fucked up. Most of them fake, and then we go on a massive rant about how they've made it up.
Yes.
Is that right? Cover it?
That's true.
What's your one again? Yeah, I think you can go second. I'll go
I
first.
thought you were about to say first. Got myself ready.
You can go second.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Eyes down looking. It's getting hard to find some good tea foods. We were going through it earlier, and they're not really tremendously good anymore. Mostly they're all about people having massive shits when they didn't really.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, mine was a bit of a today I fucked up. Today I fucked up going to the toilet 15 minutes before the guy was supposed to be there. I thought 15 minutes was fucking safe. My appointment was 10:30. He arrived at 10:15. Is that acceptable?
No.
I don't think it is.
No.
I went for a shit at 10:10. I'm like, I got 20 minutes. I'll be fine. Today I fucked up by choosing to eat at McDonald's.
No, that doesn't sound like a fuck up.
No, that is slander.
That sounds lovely. I might
Did you
have
just
some.
not get the trip cheese? Is that the problem?
That's how you fucked up.
Today I fucked up by not getting the trip cheese when I went to McDonald's. That's what
forgetting to rip off my McDonald's Monopoly stickers and just throwing them straight in the bin.
You get a free apple pie sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get there 15 minutes earlier, you walk around the block for 15 minutes.
Right?
Yeah, go past
It's
your
just
house.
polite.
See a superior one across the road.
You've seen my walkthrough. It's got me in it. You know it isn't superior.
Oh, yeah,
You know that to be a lie.
I do.
As is customary, this was not today.
That's not customary. But anyway, carry on.
I mean, it is customary
Because they do it a lot.
because they do it a lot.
It
but
is a
isn't
it is a
something
custom.
that you deliberately do.
No.
This was not today, but around 10-ish years ago, when McDonald's was running a promotion in which, if you were lucky enough, your meal would be absolutely free upon one condition. All you had to do was tell someone, "I love you." Ah. Now, let's backtrack.
Please.
And I somehow end up with a job working in retail, and I literally had to run through hundreds of simulations in my mind just to be able to greet a person walking through the door.
Well, like practicing to say...
Like, "Hi, how are you? Welcome to Denny's," or whatever.
Incidentally, someone said goodbye to me the other day, and I said, "How's it going?" Like, they said goodbye, but I thought they looked up at me, and I was going to say, "Hey, how are you?" But I was ready to say, "Hey, how are you?" And they said goodbye. So they went, "Goodbye," and I went, "Hey, how are you?" And then just thought, I got to keep walking now.
I did something like that on the phone today because I'm so used to like talking to estate agents and things, where people will phone you. You answer the phone and say hello, and then they go, "Oh, hi, it's blah 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 from blah blah blah." At which point I will then again go, "Hello," right? But this time he was like, "Hi, it's blah 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 from blah blah blah. How are you?" And I just went, "Hello." And I immediately was like, "Oh, that was I just did that."
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, no, let's move on.
Yeah, I didn't. I just stayed there in silence, and it was like, right.
And I got my MOT done the other day,
I didn't.
and
It
I rang.
failed twice.
My one succeeded, unbelievably, given the fact that it's a little bit fucked. But I rang them up, and I wanted to know, like, how did it go? But I think I said something like, "So, how's it looking?"
What's the prognosis?
Yeah. So I said something. I said, "So how's it looking?" She was like, "Yeah. So, what do you mean? How's it looking?" And I was like,
It's a car, mate. You brought it in. You knew what it looked like.
I said like, and I was like, whatever I said wasn't quite the right question to be asking for the answer of "it's passed." So I said, "How's it looking? Has it passed? How's it done? Has it?" I'm like trying to curve my way back.
I think it was quite a reasonable question. I think that person's just a fucking
Yeah.
dumbass,
How's it looking?
How's it looking? Yeah. How's the MOT looking?
And
Is
she's
it a
like,
good MOT
"Has it
or a bad
succeeded?"
MOT?
And she's like, "Yeah, it succeeded and it's passed." I was like, Good. Let's get off the phone. Yes. But sometimes it happens like that. But sorry, I didn't mean to evidently massively disrail.
No, it's fine. I
Derail.
derailed myself. Anyway, yeah, people walk through the door. He says hello. With my newfound confidence, I was able to greet customers and assist them in finding whatever it is they needed.
You're not applying for an interview, mate.
You could do your job, I understand.
You've got what you're doing.
Through my endless simulations, I was able to become one of the top sellers in the store.
Simulations? What are you simulating? You theory crafting greeting people. "Hello, how are you?" "Hello, how are you?" "Hey, how you doing?" "How you doing?" "What's up? What's with you? What's happening? How are you?" "What can I get you? What can I do you for?" "Hello and goodbye." Like, what's he doing?
I think it is exactly that.
Is it this?
Yeah. And it's weird, let me tell you.
Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to greet you.
Hello, my baby.
What can I do you for?
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime child.
Mm-hmm.
There were lots of commercials on TV about this McDonald's promotion, but I never paid it too much mind. I was too busy saying hello in the mirror. This doesn't say that. Reserving my mind simulations for more pressing matters. Oh, it does say that, just in more complicated language. Right,
Huh.
Cool.
Mind simulations.
One day, I decided to go to McDonald's during my lunch break. Since I worked at a store located in a large outdoor outlet, it was quite busy. I used my time waiting in line to decide if I wanted to go with old reliable McChicken, McDouble, and a tea sweet combo, Or would I try the new set meal that was just released?
Fucking hell.
Is this Am I the Arsehole? Because this guy's the arsehole.
Okay, hit the button.
Arsehole.
Boom. We should use that for more things.
We
There's
really
loads of people
should.
who are arseholes.
Like Harmstone, you still here or have you fucked off to maths? You're going to get a stamp right now.
You're saying exactly what I would have said. Yeah, there he is. Was this posted by Ronald McDonald? Okay, you've redeemed
He's
yourself.
still here. He's currently not the arsehole, but the
Statements.
jury's still out.
Okay.
The cashier was a lovely lady, and when I got to the register, I went with Old Reliable, which, if in case you missed it, was a McChicken, a McDouble, and a tea sweet combo, which is 2 meals without the fries and a drink that really doesn't go with either of those sandwiches. The fuck is wrong with you? Just order a chip cheese and get the fuck out.
He set up schedule comments. I am Harmstone.
I am here.
I like quiz. Chase me. Oh, sounds like him.
It does sound like him. When I pay, she drops the absolute bomb on me. She tells me about their current promotion and says I'll get a free meal if I just say, I love you to someone. My brain instantly kicks into overdrive. There are people waiting behind me, but I need to run through my simulations. Mate, this is pretty fucking easy. You just knee-jerk say, I love you to the cashier.
Yeah,
It's not difficult.
it is.
It is just a platitude. You don't mean it. You're not going to then get on one knee and ask to marry them.
It's not maths.
You don't need to go and get a fucking ring pop out of the vending machine and be like, will you marry me with this ring pop? Is cute. Will I be a normal person? All signs point to probably not, mate, given what you've already said. Will I be a normal person and just call my mom or dad? No, that seems too plain toast.
Why do you need to call someone?
Has a capital P for some reason. Also, because of a relatively recent situation, I'd rather not tell either of them that I love them at that moment. You don't want to tell your parents that you love them.
Inquiring minds want to know, but carry on.
Things are starting to make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this person maybe has some level of neurodiversity. I mean, it isn't something that they say, but I'm beginning to think that too. So maybe I realise we probably cut them some slack. But at any rate...
I will not cut this person any slack. They have taken to Tfue and written this.
Say it to a passing dog.
Utter bullshit.
Could do. Carry on.
It specifically says person.
Oh, okay.
You must tell a person
Right.
that you love them. Dogs are not people.
Is that you patting a dog?
No, that's me dropping the mic.
On a dog?
It's a 100-pound mic on the dog's head. It crushes the dog's head into the ground, and the dog dies.
Huh. Yes, Tamsin, I'll be looking for the nearest dog.
I then think of my brother, but he works a night shift, and I don't know if he would be awake. I wouldn't want to bother him. He's just like he said,
find this
you can
quite
get your
endearing
meal,
now.
You
Actually,
can get your meal for free if you tell someone you love them.
Now this
and he's
person
just
is
there
checking
staring in silence while he just runs through a Rolodex in his head. Like, no, can't. No, they're in Florida. No, it's really late in Japan. Can't call them.
You're really asking a question there.
Can't call my mum and dad. I hate them. I couldn't tell them I love them. They gave me up for adoption when I was 2, and they killed my hamster. So I definitely don't want to tell them that I love them. I should probably blink at some point.
Was this you?
There you go. This is hard work. What if I use this as an opportunity to tell my crush I love them?
Huh.
What am I, an idiot? Think of how that could potentially destroy my whole life. There are people waiting in line. Think faster. If time is an issue, then I'll just tell the cashier I love her.
Good idea.
What, and involve a completely innocent person in this embarrassing situation? I think not. Time keeps turning and the gears on my head just keep slipping. Nothing seems to be getting done. I scan the room in a panic, thinking I can just tell some person I love you. No, not happening. I reach into my pocket, pulling out my phone. I unlock my phone, my hand shaking. This is how you know that it's fake, because he said it was a while ago, and he's unlocking a phone. You didn't do that in the past.
I see. Well, I also think this is part of the... Better carry on.
I scroll up and down my contacts list, consisting of basically no one. You can't scroll it then, can you? Things are looking bleak. I'm hoping for a missile to come crashing down to erase my existence from Earth. Me too, mate. It feels as if eternity is passing down, and I can feel the cashier is starting to suspect that something isn't right. Oh, geez, is it getting hot in here? My brain decides to shut off, and I must have been as red as a tomato when the cashier finally offers me some solace and tells me everything is fine. I can just go and sit down. I don't have to tell anyone I love them. Thus ends the creation of a core memory that decides to haunt me whenever I start to feel comfortable about who I have become.
Wow.
TLDR, decided to eat at McDonald's and nearly died from embarrassment after winning a free meal.
Like,
nobody won there, mate.
I don't remember this promotion, and maybe it was just an American thing, but I can't believe they'd have a promotion where if you say I love you, you just get free meals handed out.
It would cost them millions.
It can't be real.
Because how easy is it to just tell people would just tell the cashier. So unless it's like make the cashier feel great all day, which McDonald's probably don't really care about.
Just
doing.
like everyone in that queue is going to say I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you all day.
Yeah.
And they won't make any money.
They won't make any money at all.
So I read that and I thought it's kind of a cute story in the fact that I couldn't do it. Who was I going to say it to? Oh my God, embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
But it isn't true because that promotion doesn't exist and
Indeed.
never did exist.
And that's why I'm happy to take the piss out of this person, despite the fact that they are presenting information that suggests that they are neurodivergent. But they are not, because this is not a real person.
It's not a real story.
It's not true.
Yes.
So
It's
I'm
just an
not
embarrassing
actually
story that they've made
taking the
up.
piss out of a neurodivergent person. I'm
Correct.
taking the piss out of this made-up person who doesn't exist.
About this fiction writer.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably AI. Someone probably put this into AI, and this was the best it could come up with. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not true. They said 10-ish years ago, and he's unlocking his phone. That wasn't a thing 10 years ago. Your phone was either open or closed 10 years ago.
There you go. See who's being funny, laugh, and say you love them. What nearby? You just like basically, if that were me, Sassy, I would.
Remember, I love you,
Yeah.
and you, and you.
Yeah.
That's
Why stop at just one person?
That's 3 Happy Meals, please. Cough the fuck up.
Boom. You'll find someone to say I love you to.
Mm.
Shall I do mine?
Yeah.
I read. That's how I also. Oh my God. Fucking hell. I'm just reading the Am I the Arsehole. I'm getting them all today. I don't remember that promotion. I think it sounds made up. Alex would put his phone in selfie mode and say I love you to it.
It's funny because it's true.
Sounds legit. Today I fucked up by being too much time in the bidet.
What?
Today I fucked up by being too much time in the bidet.
I didn't even notice that it was
Wrong.
not at all English.
Me fell English?
That's impossible.
This happened a few months ago, and the results are still lingering.
Customary.
I woke up early in the morning, and the first thing I did was go to the bathroom to take a dump. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
reasonable. Yeah.
As I usually do after shitting, I stood up and went to the bidet next to the toilet. Wow.
Oh, Lordy.
I know, right? I opened the faucet as usual and let the water run up through my arse. However, I had the habit to simply relax this way, feeling the cold water while I scrolled through YouTube stories.
Cold?
I know. Why is it cold? Happy bidet. After about 5 minutes, I felt like one of the bull's hair was being pulled.
One of the ball's hair.
One of the bull's hair was being pulled. A very sharp and acute pain in a single spot of my right ball. In the first seconds, I thought it was literally it, that somehow my hair was pulled by accident. However, the pain continued and started to intensify and spread. Is this Darren? Okay, bedtime for me. Enjoy your bum story. Bye, Dom. He's probably gone, but goodbye. Goodbye. However, the pain continued to start to intensify and spread. I urgently stood up from the bidet, my arse still wet, but I wanted to see if there was anything on my balls. There was nothing visible, especially because of the hair covering the skin. However, as I looked down to my legs, I saw a creature crawling in my inner tight... Is that meant to be thigh?
Probably.
Crawling in my inner thigh of the left leg.
I don't think AI wrote this. AI wouldn't misspell it this badly.
I saw a creature crawling in my inner tight of my left leg. I instinctively grabbed it as fast as I could and threw it wherever I could. Trying to... I know, Tamsin, I know. Throwing it, whatever he said. Trying to not squeeze it so it couldn't sting me. From seeing the creature to throwing it elsewhere, about 1 second passed. In this short time, I identified it as a centipede.
What?
My balls began to hurt even more and I started moaning in pain. My wife, that was sleeping until then, ran to the bathroom and asked what happened. I said a centipede stung my ball.
Does centipedes sting?
I don't think they do. No. Darren would have stuck his dick in it by now. That's the creature's bathroom and house now.
No,
It's this...
Centipede.
Centipede. Thanks very much. Good night. Oh dear, centipede.
Except this isn't true, so that it can't possibly have a name that
I identify as a centipede. My wife that was sleeping until then ran to the bathroom asking what happened. I said, a centipede stung my ball. We looked for it in the bathroom, and after a few minutes, I lifted the rug and we found it there, hiding. As I lifted the rug, I ran against the wall and simply As I lifted the rug, it ran against the wall and simply disappeared, crawling between two tiles. To this day, I'm impressed. There was almost no space between them. But it was a centipede, mate, so it's tiny, you fucking idiot. My balls began swelling and became red. The venom spreading through its surface.
There's no venom, it's a fucking centipede.
I know.
It's not a cobra.
After some hours, we decided that I should go to the hospital to have the doctor see my balls. The doctor said that as long as it didn't progress further or start producing pus, it should be fine. Then he prescribed me a painkiller and I had a shot. And I had some Sambuca because I just felt like that was important at the time.
I didn't know centipedes, but they don't, Tamsin.
They don't
bullshit.
bite.
This is utter nonsense.
The pain of the venom lingered for an entire week. But even today, I can still feel a little pain in the skin in the place where its forcipules pierced me.
What?
Its forcipules.
That's a made-up word.
Its forcipules.
Forcipule these nuts.
In the place where its forcipules pierced me. It sounds like he got this information from Wikipedia. What might a centipede have?
If a centipede were to bite me, which it wouldn't because it's a centipede, what would it do it with?
Forcipules.
Ah, it's got force in it.
Centipede.
That's probably means it's got venom.
So good.
Could be a poisonous caterpillar. He just doesn't know the difference, I guess, or it's fake.
It's fake.
I'm going to go with the
I
latter.
know. It's hard to, but yes, I don't know. This person. I mean, anyway. Good words, Alex. And it's possible to see 2 small points in the place where I was stung.
No, it isn't.
TLDR turned out to be a vampire centipede, and now I'm turning into a vampire. Wasted too much time using the bidet, enough for a centipede to come from nowhere. Out of nowhere.
From out of nowhere.
From out of nowhere. Centipede out of nowhere. Ah, KO. And to sting my right ball, making me feel pain for a week. It's been. So, yeah. What do you feel?
I feel like I needed to set up a fake-ass button because this is fake-ass. And it isn't true. It's not even realistic.
Bullshit.
This is a poor attempt at nonsense.
Where's it coming from? I mean, it's just working on the fear that everyone has that when they're on the toilet, or in this case the bidet, something's going to crawl up and sting them.
Why didn't you just go with like a spider? And why was it the bidet? Wasn't it just the toilet?
Yeah, why did
a spider came from underneath the toilet seat
yeah.
and bit me on the ball.
Yeah, that would...
And now there are spiders coming out of my ball. It laid
eggs in my balls.
And now there are spiders coming out of my ball. See? Fucking right there.
That was just off the top of his head.
Yeah. That's a lot more realistic than this fucking bullshit.
Centipede... How could the centipede get there? It would just be it would be rushed away by the flowing water.
Yeah.
It couldn't possibly get there.
No, it's true. Yeah. Especially the amount of time that he supposedly spends on the bidet.
Lie.
No one spends that much time on the bidet, especially a cold fucking bidet.
No. Wrong.
You're
incorrect.
Wrong. Yeah, fuck this. Why do we even do Tfue anymore? The sting doesn't work. All of the stories are fake. The fuck are we doing?
Let's replace it with a new segment.
Yes.
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 I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll Maybe we should just say goodbye to Tfue, or at least
Maybe.
we love the sting. That's true.
Or maybe I'll play it one more time, and then we'll never see it again. How about that?
Yes.
Okay.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
I don't know. I think we need to play it. Just the sting wasn't even real. No, I like the sting. Maybe we'll say never about getting rid of it forever, but maybe it will take more of an archive back seat. But I do love.
We are never, ever, ever doing Tfue again. There you go.
Okay.
That's our mandated Swifty moment of the week.
I loved
needed
it.
to get in there.
Well,
Are we moving straight into?
I don't know.
our final
I
segment,
mean-
or do we want to sneak in another segment?
I don't mind really, or we can just talk about random shit. It just feels like it's hard to do Reddit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Yeah, that's another reason to get rid of Tfue.
Yeah.
Then it cuts down on the
Reddit
reading.
I was trying to look up
On the 3 R's,
some
Reddit reading and arithmetic.
I looked up 3 unpopular opinions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which
and then you lost them again, like you did last week.
Yeah, well, I was looking for your house, so I might have lost them, but I did. I think I took screenshots of them.
Okay,
but also
confirm that before I push the button.
Hold on. Did I take screenshots of them? Yeah. I've got them.
Let's just use the time to look around Jaz's house. Stop looking around my house and buy it. Okay? No looking unless you're going to buy it. I'm putting my foot down.
Maths, as you folk like to say it. Did we mention?
Yeah, there's more than one of them.
You
You don't just do one mathematic. It's mathematics. There's more than one.
I don't know whether it's incredibly unpopular, some of these things, but do you want to hit the unpopular... Or what do we have? What is it called? Is it called unpopular?
It is not. It is controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Are they particularly controversial?
Yes.
Excellent.
Controversial opinions, we hear them every day. You think you know best, no one cares what you say.
Would have been funnier if you said no.
I read it. Christmas is shit.
All right, Scrooge.
I mean, that's unpopular, isn't it? What's the segment called? Controversial. That's controversial, isn't it? Wow. Christmas is shit. Shall we find out why this person thinks it?
Oh, there's a clarification. Okay, yeah.
Just heard the first Christmas advert and it made me think how insufferable the whole experience is every year. Sure, it's fun when you're a kid. I have children. But italic.
Great. So now you're being soulless to your children as well.
But otherwise,
Wonderful. What a
it's
great
the same
experience that
selection of over-repeated, boring music, the pointless exchange of unwanted gifts, stupid, meaningless traditions, and build up to spending way too much time with relatives that you spend most of the year avoiding in an overpriced, alcohol-fueled, and overindulgent
I've
food
heard
binge.
enough. This is bullshit.
Told you it was controversial.
I don't even think it's controversial. I think it's just flat out wrong.
Well, damn.
Like, if you don't like Christmas, fuck off somewhere that doesn't do Christmas. Like...
Christmas is great in December.
Mansfield.
Christmas music I can get behind, but that's thanks to working in retail. Can confirm this is controversial.
Thank you, Aletha.
I don't think Christmas is shit. I think Christmas is wicked.
Yes.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah, and for me, it got better when I became a parent, because then you're, creating the magic of Christmas for your child.
I do think, I don't agree that Christmas is shit, but I do kind of think, I don't know that I want to give people Christmas presents. I don't mind, but I sort of feel we could all just, get our own stuff, because, in a way, having to go...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I feel that way about, Christmas birthdays and things. I like getting birthday and Christmas presents for people, but generally, unless I have got a bonanza idea of something that they will definitely want and use and isn't just going to sit around doing fuck all, then I won't bother.
Yeah.
So, some years, I just won't get presents for people, and then other years, I'm like, bam, I know what I'm getting them, and I get them that thing. So it's I only buy good presents or nothing. is kind of the way that I roll.
I think it's nice to think of something and go, this will be perfect. But sometimes, although I don't fall into this category really, some people can get very stressed about it and think they have to spend a lot more money. Like, it's Christmas. Oh shit, here comes the time when I have to spend £500 on somebody. I used to know a friend of mine
500?
who would be like, oh, well, I
don't
better
think
get
I've
him the
ever
best Xbox, and I better get him... Like, the way they thought about Christmas was now it's time to spend the mandatory stupid amount of money, when that isn't what it's about. But I think there's a lot of people who feel like they're trapped. They incorrectly assess Christmas.
I don't think I've ever spent or had spent £500.
But some people are like, oh, it's time to do that, and then they feel that...
nuts.
For some people for Christmas feel they are obliged to spend money they don't have because it's Christmas, and they can't think, I'm not going to do that, because they feel pressure to do it.
I mean, if this had said Christmas is shit, there are people out there for whom it's a horrible time of year because, all their family are dead or real reasons why they would not like Christmas, then I would be a bit more on board. But this is just entitled wah-wah bullshit and you can fuck off.
I agree. Buying presents for adult family members is usually hard. I mean, I do want to buy, obviously, my mum, my dad, my brothers, Aletha, and like, sometimes it's you and Keris and Duncan and Amy. And normally it's if I can really find something that's really decent. But like, I think what I would probably want to do is sign off whether I would just go like, I don't need to do this, or we can do this, whatever. That doesn't really matter. But the feeling here of saying Christmas is shit, no. Okay, you want? I don't know if this is controversial. Just buy some gold, incense, and myrrh. Myrrh? It's a balm.
That's clearly a joke that I'm not privy to.
It's a Life of Brian thing. It's a balm. It's a dangerous animal. Popcorn goes on salad. Is that controversial? Popcorn goes on salad.
I mean, it's hard to say whether that's controversial because literally no one has ever done that to find out.
But this person, whose name is Warm Tea Mug.
I mean, you don't want a cold tea mug, so fair
No.
enough. Yeah.
Warm Tea Mug has suggested popcorn goes on salad. We love croutons on salad that are crunchy, buttery, and can get soggy if left to soak up the dressing. Right? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
No.
So, because you do, one day I
don't even like
tried...
salad.
One day I tried popcorn instead. And I learned that day that I absolutely love hot, fresh popcorn on salads. Any salad. Even if it gets all soggy. It adds delicious, salty, buttery flavour, and the texture is amazing regardless. Heck, it's not unusual for people to sop up leftover bits of salad with bread, which can get just as soggy if left for a bit.
Leftover bits of salad with bread? It's not your fucking gravy on your Sunday dinner. What the fuck is wrong with this person?
So far, no one I've met will agree with me or try it, but this is definitely a hill I will die on, not really.
Allow me to suppress my surprise at this statement.
I don't care what you put on your salad. Either way, though, I'm definitely in love. Popcorn on salad. Maybe we should try. I was going to say, and we'll bring some now, but like, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not eating a salad for anyone. Not even if it will create good content. I'll go to LARP if you sponsor us, but I will not eat a salad.
I'll ask the guy. I wonder if I would love that. That'd be amazing.
No salads.
Okay. I don't know if that's controversial, that last one, or just strange.
It's just weird.
The final one here. Burger and fries shouldn't go together. Burger and fries shouldn't go together. And let that sink in. How do you feel about that? Incorrect, says Tamsin.
I think that is wrong because it's a carb with a protein. And I know you got carb already with the bun, but I feel like they do go. You got the nice salty counterbalance to the greasy burger. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are the perfect complement.
I had a burger and fries today, says Tamsin, and it was excellent. Incorrect. Welsh Nana Kay, welcome in. I saw, actually, she was into Christmas. She's already making an advent calendar. I saw just earlier.
She stepped into Christmas, is that what
She
you're saying? It's going to be stuck in my head until fucking February.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did she say? I can't find it now.
No, you just went past it, but it doesn't
blends
really...
in with everyone. No, never mind. Can't find it.
Wrong, just wrong. So this person has said, who is called Small Green Frog, has said burger and fries shouldn't go together. This has gotten me into a lot of arguments with friends. No shit. But I
haven't
have
got anything important to argue about them by the sounds.
I have always believed that burger and fries don't go well together.
And I believe the burger and fries don't go together.
I believe. The fries and burger buns are both rather dry and starchy, which makes the whole experience so boring. Yes, even with good fries and buns, I believe fries would go so much better with some meat and sauce. And burgers would
That's literally what a burger is, you twat! What is a fucking burger if it's not meat and sauce?
And burgers would go better with some sort of salads, e.g. coleslaw.
Nobody says that. No, say no to puke veg. Fuck coleslaw. Nobody eats coleslaw.
But together, they don't complement each other. P.S. This is not a matter of health or something like that. They just don't go together.
You're wrong, mate. And you've not provided any evidence by trying to make me have a salad with my burger.
No, that's what drinks are for. Have you heard of ketchup?
Or burger sauce?
I wonder what everybody
Or
said about
mayonnaise?
burger and fries. So that was probably the
Washed
most
down with a Diet Coke. Quite right, Welsh Nana K. Not full fat at all. Washed down with a nice Pepsi Max.
Got on here. The Wii U is better than the Switch. Good know.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Didn't even get into that one. I'm just to see if I can get. I want to see if that what people have said about burgers and fries. Dubbed movies are better.
No.
That person really goes for it. Tries to be really even-handed. So burger and fries don't go together. I'm just going to see if I can pull up some people's opinions, but I don't think it wants to load. But
Get a chip butty. Oh, chip butty's good.
I want a burger right now.
I mean, you don't want fries with your chip butty because that's redundant, isn't it? Really, to have fries with your chip butty.
Chips are fine with spaghetti and rice and bread. Shut up. I can't. Oh yeah, here we are.
I mean, chips go with everything, don't they?
At least you know this is unpopular. Op is a monster, so I outvoted him. Do you know what? No one's really said anything of interest.
No.
I don't know the last time I had a dry burger. Like, where is he going? Or God help him if he's cooking. But, like, where's he going that's impossible to find decent burger and fries? Maybe he's just broken.
I mean, I have had dry burgers in the past, but it is not the norm. You're quite right.
I put the fries inside the burger, so I believe this is one opinion made for this sub. First thing, burger comes apart and 2 layers of fries. One layer this way, the other one that way. Go straight on that hot, fresh burger.
Cross-hatched.
Yeah, yeah.
Fries over the top of the burger. I mean, no, if you're going to do that, it's onion rings. Yeah, yeah. Sassy Nerd Girl says, I sometimes like onion rings with a burger, but mostly I like it with fries. Yeah, because you're a normal, reasonable person.
My ex and I used to make special trips to McDonald's between 4:30 a.m. and 5 o'clock a.m.
It's very
because
specific.
during that half hour, the one near us had both breakfast and dinner menu on. Putting hash browns in a burger is worth the effort.
Oh, mate, that does sound incredible.
That sounds good.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get up at that time. I think it's probably better to order a breakfast at like 10:30.
I'm so hungry now.
And then get a meal at 10:35 because that's a more reasonable sociable hour crossover than fucking 4:30, which is not a real time unless you've been up all the way up until that time. But yeah, that does sound incredible.
Yes.
A trip
Basically,
cheese with a hash brown in it, mate.
100%.
Can we have a trip cheese with a hash brown in it next week?
Yeah.
I'll get them.
Sounds amazing.
Even if I just buy hash browns and then the trip cheese is on the
There's
way
a
in.
burger place in the Harbour Arm that does a burger with hash browns in it. On it.
Yeah, but it probably costs £1 million on the Harbour Arm. So.
Yeah, I know the place you mean. I don't know if it's very good, but I mean, at least it does what you're saying. So.
Still not a trip cheese, though, is it? Trip
No.
cheese with a hash brown in. Eaten on a hill for ultimate finesse.
There's no need to contaminate your McDonald's hash brown with any other food. She's
Wrong.
a purist. She's a purist. She just wants a McDonald's hash brown on its own in her mouth. She bloody loves a hash brown.
I mean, I like a McDonald's hash brown too, but imagine how it could complement another McDonald's dish.
Aletha
And
loves
elevate, to add the culinary term.
Aletha loves a McChicken sandwich.
Well,
It's probably our
that's
favourite.
the wrong opinion in the first place. Why would you get a McChicken sandwich from not a chicken place?
And what would it be like, Aletha, if you put a hash brown in a McChicken sandwich? What about that? Two of your favourite things.
Now that's talking about ruining a hash brown.
Combine them.
Controversial opinion, the McChicken sandwich is shit. Buy a burger. That's literally what McDonald's is for.
R.I.P. Big Boys, you better believe it. There's a better place than that. Well, I mean, there's something else in its place now, which is also really good.
Oh, is there a burger place there?
No, but like there's a fun little shop that's nice in there. But there's there's a good burger place down in Tonton Street. If you guys ever come back, there's a place that will replace Big Boys, is what I really mean to say. There's a place at Empire that does a breakfast burger with sausage, bacon, egg, cheese, and hash brown. Well, something has to redeem
We don't talk
Empire.
about Empire because they don't sponsor us.
No, they don't sponsor us. That's true.
We only talk about LARP if they sponsor us.
Yeah, Black Market. That's the place to go. God, I'm really hungry. Aletha doesn't think that I don't. You're probably right. It probably wouldn't go.
See, that message reeks of, I wrote something really long telling Jazzy's a cunt and to shut the fuck up, and then deleted it all again and said, I don't think that will go.
Have you even had one?
Yes, I've had a McChicken sandwich. One time when I was like, oh, maybe I'll have something different. It was a mistake. I did it with the McChicken sandwich. I did it with the mayo chicken. I did it with the filet of fish. I'm like, Jez, what the fuck are you doing? Just get a trip cheese and stop being a twat. And so I did.
I just don't know why you go to McDonald's when there's KFC, but I feel like that's controversial around here. I mean, we are mostly lovers of McDonald's, but I really do like KFC.
I like a KFC as well.
Yeah. We
But-
just don't often go for it.
But then there are also people who go to KFC and get not chicken. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I love a Tower Burger. Like
But
if I
it's a chicken burger though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine.
It's got stuff in it. I love it. I love a Tower Burger at KFC, and I love a Big Tasty if it's on at McDonald's, and I love a bacon double XL cheeseburger.
They brought back that Philly cheesesteak burger recently, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't know
It's
that I
not
was
very good.
a big fan.
No. So clearly some people were because they brought it back. So
The best thing about McDonald's is the Mark Knopfler song. What? Romeo and Juliet, Sultans of Swing, Local Hero, Private Investigations, Money for Nothing.
I dislike KFC fries. When was the last time you had fries at KFC? Well, because they changed them again.
They're banging. They changed them.
recently.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They've put like a flavoring on them, and they're really good.
Oh man, we've got to stop. I so want to eat all of these things.
Me too. I mean, I probably can't get any fatter, so it's fine, right? You know, once
Well-
you reach a certain plateau of fat, that's it. So, it's probably a controversial opinion, or just not a true opinion. So there you go. Right, shall we move on to our final segment?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to get it done in 3 minutes, Harmstone, so you're probably going to have to delay maths until like 10:30.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned, it was recorded months ago, and you're not missing anything, so
No.
don't worry about
None of them are together. It doesn't matter.
it. Yeah.
That's a hot take. Just
Yeah.
telling you now, they're not together.
Spoiler alert, one couple will riz the piss out of another one for not being the best couple.
I kind of want to watch it now.
No.
Okay.
Right. Let's move into our final segment. It's time, once again, to step aboard the Ho train.
I really wish.
Wait, that's not right.
It's a different thing.
Oh, it's time once again for Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Well, your 5 linked sausages weren't enough. Well, evidently they weren't because I'm hungry now. But, I mean, what is happening is I'm talking about food and that makes me hungry.
TV auto changes in 2 minutes. Mate, what if you got fucking Sky Plus in
wrong with
2005?
you?
Fuck off. Auto changes.
Well,
Bye then, Harmstone. Which way around have we got this again?
I don't know what this is about. I'm a bit
Yeah.
dubious about this one, I have to say.
It's funny.
Oh, okay.
You can do that one.
Should I do it now?
Yeah.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
I mean, I'm not sure where this is going to go, but am I the arsehole for leaving after being flashed? Bit worried about this, but let's read it. I was forced to make an Am I the Arsehole, and my girlfriend has checked this post for validity. And if I post this, my girlfriend has approved it. I approve this message.
I am Op's girlfriend, and I approve this message.
Here I was, hoping we were going to get Jez in a pimp outfit coming down the ramp with some ladies. Hello, ladies.
That's Val
That's
Venus.
Val Venus.
We don't talk about Val
No,
Venus.
we don't.
I once had a Twitter beef with Val Venus, and he's still a cunt. He's still out there beefing with people. What an arsehole that guy is.
But no, you're not also the Godfather. I was forced to make an Am I the Arsehole, and my girlfriend has checked this post for validity, and if I post this, my girlfriend has approved it. Bye, Harmstone.
Fuck you, Harmstone.
God, thank God he's gone.
Yeah.
He's insufferable.
I'm surprised he didn't go at 9 o'clock like he was supposed to. What a prick.
It's not that good that you have to go and watch
No.
it now.
No.
Anyways, I M21 was just I say it in a really weird way. I M21 was hanging out with my girlfriend. Hanging out is he doing the flashing? Was hanging out with my girlfriend F22 and her friends, plus 2 of her friends' boyfriends, at one of friends' house.
Friends.
Like storytelling 101, mate. I'm just like I can't even.
So how many people we got in this room?
When I was
Op and his
going to
girlfriend.
St. Ives, I met a man who can't tell a story. I, M21, was hanging out with my girlfriend, F22,
Right.
and her friends, plus 2 of her friends' boyfriends, at one of friends' house. The conversation was kind of going towards more sexual stuff.
Is that one friend whose house it was part of the original
It's not
Friends?
made clear. It's not made clear. We've moved on already. The 5 time. Tell me you didn't just say that.
Tell me you didn't just say friends 67 times and there's only 6 friends.
The conversation was kind of going towards more sexual stuff, which I'm fine with and was participating in. And then it got to the point where one of my girlfriend's friends, F21, who I'll call E, decided to take off her shirt and bra because it was hot. Incredible. I was seemingly the only person uncomfortable by this, as everyone acted normal. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 2 years at this point, and nothing like this has ever happened before when I've hung around her or E. So basically, he's sitting there, and a friend of his girlfriend just
Gets her tits out.
gets topless. I was quite uncomfortable. I mean,
who are these friends?
it's not been made clear.
Asking for a friend, obviously, just to add more friends to the situation.
I was quite uncomfortable.
Why?
Everyone else seems really cool with this, but I wouldn't be uncomfortable. I would be quite surprised if we were all sitting around and someone said, "God, it's hot in here." Took off the top, took off the t-shirt,
Unhook the bra.
and you're sitting in your bra, and then you take that off as well. That does seem like liar.
I mean,
you're the liar.
I mean, I'm just going to say, I don't think the bra is particularly contributing to your body temperature. There's not really enough fabric there to make you be warm. Uncomfortable, perhaps. Warm, no, probably not. As a, not as a bra wearer myself, I may be wrong, but
I think I would leave, but I am not a bloke. Hashtag double standards. Double something, I'll tell you that. I was quite uncomfortable, so I said something along the lines of, "I've got to head out. See you all later." Only I said it in a cool way, not how Alex said. My girlfriend was quite confused and followed me.
Did you not see the tits? Why are you leaving?
And where I then told her I was uncomfortable with seeing E's boobs, so I left. She called me a prude. Your girlfriend's like, "Please look at my friend's tits," and you're not okay with this? Oh my God. And said that it's normal for friends to see each other shirtless. Is it?
I need different friends, clearly.
It's normal to see each other shirtless, and that if it was either of the guys, I wouldn't be so uncomfortable. Yeah, if it was either of the guys, no, I wouldn't be uncomfortable seeing a guy take his shirt off, but, I think that's a different thing.
I think I prefer it this way around, personally.
Yeah, me too. By the way, anyway, so I said I don't particularly care, and I was leaving either way. I'm trying to...
Bras are shit. Burn them.
Weird. Burning them would be even hotter.
That's true. Yeah, you should probably take them off before you burn them. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem.
You can leave your top on.
But you could also set it on fire,
And
apparently.
I was leaving either way. Screw you guys, I'm getting home school. And so I did. I hopped in my car, headed out back to my house. When I got home, I checked my phone and saw photos of E's boobs taken by some of the group and sent to me telling me that I was a fucking weirdo for not wanting to see these. This is fucking brilliant. He got home, he's like, finally
free from the boobs.
Finally, no boobs at all. And then like, let's check my phone.
Face boob.
Fucking weirdo for not wanting to see these. Say goodbye to these, Michael. I blocked them.
It's a bit excessive.
And then went to sleep.
For sending
Methinks you doth protest too much.
Yeah.
Their friends send pictures of a girl's boobs to you while you're in bed, and you block them and go to sleep. Sure you do. Sure you do. You were fucking counting your lucky stars you saw the first time, consuming them, consigning them to your memory, and then luck would have it, they give it to you on a fucking plate. I guess in the back of his mind, maybe he's thinking about, what if it goes around the other way? What if it wouldn't be E? What if it's actually my girlfriend? If she's cool with this, how many times has she got her boobs out?
For the rest of the friendship group. I mean, I don't think so, because under that scenario, he probably wouldn't have left her there if he was feeling that controlling about the situation.
If the situation is such that, like, boobs are out all the time, that's just who we are. Might be occasions when he is not present, when she's like, I'm feeling so hot, and they're like, wee. You know when people say, get your tits out for the lads, as they say, these people are really taking that very seriously. They are.
Well, it's not for the lads, it's get your tits out because it's fucking hot.
But why not?
Yeah.
I do not believe this post.
This is not Tifu. You're not allowed to not believe the
says
items.
Kay. I don't believe it.
They're all items are real, and that will not be questioned.
Hop in my car, headed back to my house. Then the day after, I met up with my girlfriend, where she basically went on a whole rant about how disrespectful it was to leave early because one of her friends wanted to be more comfortable. And I really hurt E's self-image for not to be there.
Was she looking for compliments?
I mean, can you imagine being in that situation? I would be really confused about that, but I'd be like, okay, they're obviously really comfortable. I won't look directly, but I mean, is it disrespect? Should I be like, oh, by the way, I know this, taking this to spirits and telling one say you have really great tits. Like, who would say that? That's so strange. Don't respect the tits. They are some interesting friends. How many people, none of us in this chat have ever done this?
No.
I mean, listen, there's some people like, I have, and I don't want to say now.
I'm not adverse to it.
I'm fine with it if you want to do it, but like,
yeah.
How many friends would be on this train? You know, I can't imagine us, like, we're sitting around watching football, and then either Keris or Aletha did that.
Just took the top off and the bra off.
That would be really weird.
It would certainly make the Bears being so shit a bit better. Just take my mind off the Bears, you know? But...
I guess Scott. Anyway, met up with my girlfriend. She was like, it really hurt E's self-image that you didn't stare at her tits. I explained that for my entire life, I haven't particularly been comfortable with public nudity. I've nothing against people who practice it, nor do I want it to be made illegal or anything. I just am uncomfortable and often choose to just go elsewhere. She said that I need to apologize to E anyways. And that I am an arsehole.
You will walk up to E and you will tell her that she has a rocking rack. Now.
Imagine that being caught in your house tour. That would sell the house. That would sell the house.
Mm-hmm.
That would sell the house. Keris in the bathroom, but in a kind of a Barbara Windsor way, like, just like, ooh, ba-da-ba-ba-da. Sid, what's going on in the bathroom, Sid? Anyway.
I never had these sort of friends, says Aletha, but one of my friends told me that one time at Christian camp, the girls slapped each other on the fannies all the time and got changed in front of each other.
Like, getting changed in front of each other is probably part of the course,
That's
right?
a normal kind of thing.
But slapping about, it's like, while we're here, let's slap.
For context for our Americans, we call fannies the front bit, not the butt like you do.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fannies are not fannies for us.
What she's saying is they got slapped in the pussy.
They did. Yes.
Yes. A friend of mine used to have like housemates who would just constantly walk around like topless, just in underwear.
Naked in your living room.
Yeah.
Feel free. That was to the Babs Windsor comment, not the fanny slapping. Saucy. Like, Tamsin's like, oh my goodness, I got to get my ass to Christian camp. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da. Fannies and maths. Did we say maths or something like that? Because I know you said it earlier, Ellie, and I can't remember when we said maths. Maths. Fannies and maths. They don't go together. Like, bop shoo wop shoo wop.
It wasn't just one time, but I had to say that. That sounds like, with respect, repressed,
one time at Christian camp?
Christian girls
In
living at
trouble.
large and deciding to, do some very unchristian things to rebel.
Look,
to be
we've all
honest.
been at Christian camp.
We have not.
No.
Certainly haven't been at Christian camp with my pussy being slapped.
This is actually a really good one.
I know.
I was a bit worried about where this is going, but I did like it. I do like it.
He's a warrior.
I am a warrior. I am a bit of a warrior. Well, I was just like,
He always thinks I'm going to give him things that are like, I'm a massive Nazi and I like Nazi things.
don't clip that. By the way, it says now you can go on. I said okay to it earlier when I was looking up some bits and pieces. It says you can clip stuff and it can go directly to TikTok or to Reels. So they can clip stuff and put it onto their Reels. Straight,
Oh, okay.
like there's an easy.
No, they can do like the stitchy thing immediately.
Yeah, straight
from
away.
Twitch.
No fucking
Oh,
around. If you want to clip something and put it on straight onto your own TikTok and say, I watch these guys hilarious, you should definitely watch them. You can do shit like that apparently now.
All right.
So-
So if any of you have got massive like TikTok following, go and do that and bring
Yeah.
some bitches.
But find something where we're really funny, especially in last week's episode or parts of today's episode, but not the bit where he said about being a Nazi or when I
yeah,
just
don't
said
do
it.
that.
No. Don't misrepresent us.
And not my house tour or anything like that.
Lots of half-naked ladies changing for swimming, but not okay just round your mate's house. Well, I think mostly we're all in agreement with this.
I think this Ops girlfriend begs to differ.
So, I really hurt E's self-image. I explained that for my entire life, blah, blah, blah. I'm just uncomfortable about it. She says I need to apologize to E, go and have a good look at her tits and say directly to them how great they are.
Not to her face, to her tits. Like, excuse me, I'm just gonna I'll just be down here.
This seems to be
You are great.
the opposite.
And you know you're great. You are a rocking pair.
the opposite of what we're brought up to do, but anyway.
It is the opposite.
Now, can you imagine a situation where it's like, I'm getting mixed messages here. Mixed messages.
I mean, under the kind of modern world view, she should be able to get her tits out and nobody bat an eyelid and it just be normal.
Motorboat them for good measure. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like,
Yep. Definitely on board.
that's it. It'd be
with those.
like, she said I need to apologise to E anyways. I went round there and said I was happy to see her tits any time. She said, how about now? I got them out. There was an awkward moment. Then I motorboated them. There was an awkward moment again and she was like, let's fuck. Then we did. And now
my girlfriend is
girlfriend's
upset with me.
really upset with me. And I'm like, pick a lane.
Toy car.
I just really want that to have happened. It would be so good. It's like, now I've motorboated them. Apparently, I'm the arsehole that's gone too far. Can someone explain to me what the fuck is going on? Oh, shit. Please be that. I haven't even finished it. I need to apologise anyways, and that I'm an arsehole for leaving so abruptly over something like that. I told her, I'm not apologising. This is crazy. Nor am I ever speaking to any of her friends until they apologise for insulting me. And E apologise for flashing me out of nowhere. I'm not sure if flashing is the right word, but not
I don't think
or
it
not.
is.
But regardless,
Flashing is like just showing you them and then putting them away again. That's
this is where this post comes in. Really, finally. In paragraph 7. We disagreed. And then she basically said, I'm the weird minority, and everyone else realises that I'm in the wrong.
I don't think you should use the term weird minority.
No, don't clip that either.
That's not, yeah.
Especially don't put it together with Nazis. So she suggested I make an Am I the Arsehole post, hence the beginning where I was forced to make an Am I the Arsehole girlfriend has checked its validity. So she suggested I make an Am I the Arsehole post and see what the people of the internet say. I do apologise for the bad grammar. I am currently very tired and I'm not in the mood to go back and fix it. Okay, fair. I'll try to answer comments, but I don't really think much else happened in particular. Mate, what more could you... Then we all sucked each other's dicks, even the girls who didn't have them. Fucking hell. I got back. They were having a massive orgy. It was incredible. I was more indignant about that. My girlfriend says that she thinks it's entirely normal for friend groups to... This is it. My girlfriend says that she thinks it's entirely normal for friend groups to not wear shirts or bras around each other. I disagree. So, am I the arsehole? Answer, is this normal? The question is this normal? Is this normal?
I think the girlfriend is mixing up female friendship groups with general friendship groups.
And long may that continue.
But mostly in our presence.
Listen,
Like,
in my life, this has never happened.
if I'm led to believe everything that I've seen on television and the internet. Girls, when they get together for girly parties, pretty much just hang around naked, right? You get straight in the door and you take your clothes off so that you're more comfortable, and then you get. No, I'm not going to go there, but that's what I'm led to believe. Is that not true? Is that not what? Have I been lied to all this time?
I presume that when girls get together for a sleepover, they'll just get into pajamas, braid each other's hair, watch Dirty Dancing, eat sweets, and talk about boys. But they don't get naked.
I thought that as well, but with a lot more nudity.
Maybe this is more normal in hot places like Florida.
No, they've got air conditioning in Florida. They don't need it.
This does seem weird.
Sean thinks that's what we do too. Well, yeah, exactly.
Which bit? What I said or what you said? Well, they're get naked immediately.
Yeah. Is that not what you do?
I have to say, what I will say is that what is normal, if you want to do this, that's up to you. I don't think this is commonplace, is what I would say.
It is not commonplace.
This is not. It may well be fun for you guys and you're all cool with it and the boyfriend is in the minority, but I think in 99 times out of 100 other groups, he would not be in the minority, and it is a massive outlier. Totally acceptable, but massive outlier, and he's not being unreasonable. However, I can't help thinking the boyfriend could be a little bit more cool, be a little bit more cool with this situation where he's like, by the way,
I mean, my biggest question is why he objects to this.
Why do you care?
Yeah.
If this happened to me, I'd be a bit weirded out, especially if my girlfriend was there. But if my girlfriend, as in the story, said, "I don't care,"
is cool with it.
Is cool with it. I'd be like,
"Well, that's literally the only obstacle to me looking at this girl's tits." So I guess all's good.
Everyone's
right?
fine with it in the room, apart from me. I would find my way to be fine with it.
Yeah.
24 years in Greece, no tits revealed.
I'm not sure I believe you, Tamsin. I know what those Greeks are like. I've seen it on television and on the internet.
Can we just get... So, am I the arsehole believing after being flashed? Is the answer yes? Because I kind of think it is.
I don't think the situation was okay, but I also don't think that you responded to the situation in anywhere near the best way.
I know it's sort of ridiculous, but you left it. I don't understand. But I mean, am I...
Everybody tits here? Is that a classification?
Everybody tits here.
Everybody tits here.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'll push this button and edit it in post. Everyone tits here.
Bit weird, but I love it. It's crazy. What kind of... Oh, look, there's nothing on it now because we got rid of the crochet one. I can get rid of it all. I'm not throwing it towards you. The desire to kind of throw it that way. I was just
No, I was just, surprised to see your thing empty for the first time in what is easily probably 8 or 9 months.
I am 60, and this has never happened in my friendship groups.
Yeah, you just need
these kids of today. Okay, they're doing things differently. They're listening to this popular music and doing what they want, and
I blame the Taylor Swift corrupting our youth.
Brat Summer, they just don't give a shit. It all gets messy.
Brat Summer is getting your tits out.
Yeah, and it's now you can get your tits out for everybody.
Yeah, not just for the lads. That's equality.
Everyone get your bits out for everybody. That's what I'm hearing.
Get your tits out. Get
Dicks,
your tits out.
tits.
Get your tits out for everyone.
It works both ways.
It doesn't matter what gender you are. Get your tits out.
I used to hang out with swingers, says Kay, and even in this situation,
surely they got their tits out.
Yes, it's lots of questions.
How did you do the swinging without your tits out? It's boring swinging.
Questions. Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay. Anyway,
last one.
It is the last one.
Okay. We'll hear this, and then it'll be the conclusion, and you can go and watch maths or whatever bullshit you want to do. I'm going to watch maths. I'm not. Anyway.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
For not punishing my son for showing his boner to his aunt.
Fuck me, everyone's at it. They're all at it. Both of these things. What's going on? Everyone's getting their dicks out. What is this world we're living in?
See, I thought I'd put this one in for equality's sake. Yeah. Am I the arsehole for not punishing my son for showing his boner to his aunt? So I'm a single mom, and I have a son who is 15. 2 days ago, my sister visited us in the evening. At that time, my son was sleeping in his room. His room is towards the back of the house, and to get to the bathroom, you have to pass by his room. Okay.
Sure.
After some small talk, my sister went to use the bathroom. Really, she was just there to use the bathroom. So anyway,
enough chat. Got to piss.
Enough chit chat. I'm going to the bathroom. After some small talk, my sister went to use the bathroom, but halfway there, she yelled. I ran up to her, and she was pointing at my son's room, whose door was open.
Yabba dabba doo, she said.
I peeked inside, and my son had a boner in his sleep. He was still sleeping, even through the yelling. Parentheses, he's a heavy sleeper. End
Shit.
parentheses. I immediately closed the door and told her to calm down, as it was unintentional and was natural for boys his age to have sleep boners.
Yeah.
Yeah. She insisted he was a pervert and was awake when she saw him.
Stop looking, you creeper. Creeper's going to explode, trust me. She looked into his bedroom. He's a teenage boy.
I went back to his room and he still had a boner and saliva out of his mouth. That's when I really knew he was asleep. I didn't bother waking him up.
Why is the door open?
That's a good question. I went back and told her that he really is asleep, but she didn't believe me and called it enabling behaviour. She also said that I had a weird relationship with my son where I was comfortable with his genitals. I lost my shit at that and told her to get out.
I'm his mother. Fucking hell.
She told my parents yesterday, and Dad is on my side. Yeah. Dad's had his own sleep boners in his time.
Yeah, the kid sleeping peacefully is a pervert, not the woman making it a big deal. Like, yeah, the kid that's asleep is the pervert, not the auntie staring.
He said it's totally natural for a boy his age. Mom, though, told me I needed to take stricter action so it doesn't happen again. Yeah, chop his dick right off.
By
Then
the way,
it won't happen again.
if you're the aunt and you see this, why do you bring any attention to it? You must be like, if I was the aunt and saw that, I'd be like, shit, should not have looked through there. That's not what I wanted to see. Go to the toilet quickly and never speak about it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna bring this up. Stop staring at your nephew's hard dong. And that's a clip you can take to the bank.
I told my son to sleep with his door closed from the next time, but there wasn't any punishment for him.
No.
Am I the arsehole?
No!
The comments were a minefield, but the op commented and said that the son shut his door before going to sleep and didn't know why his door was open. Just to make it a bit weirder.
That is weird. That is weird. You're the arsehole for trying to make the story sound more dramatic. She's the arsehole for making it a drama. I mean, this is weird. Pervy auntie.
I think so, yeah.
Like, by the way, if she was being pervy, why would you bring it up? If you've completed the perv, you don't say a fucking word, surely. But the fact that she brings it up suggests that she was snooping, because people snoop, and then she saw something and she was like, oh, but this whole thing is super weird.
If she wasn't perving, what was she hoping to see by opening her 15-year-old nephew's bedroom? Like,
this is really weird.
Even if the door was open, why was she looking into her nephew's bedroom?
Just leave it the fuck alone.
I don't understand any of her logic whatsoever.
She just seems like a very strange person.
Just go and take your piss.
Yeah. You're very strange. But the question was...
The question at hand, which doesn't have a boner in it because he's asleep. Am I the arsehole for not punishing my son for showing his boner to his aunt?
Well, he wasn't showing his boner.
No, and I have been slightly misleading. The showing was in inverted commas.
Ah.
For not showing his boner to his aunt.
So the answer is no, you are not the arsehole.
I agree.
Well, we're all in agreement here. We're all in agreement here.
Bonus for everyone!
You get a boner! Incredible. Well, we've had a lot of Am I the Arsehole tonight. That was quite disturbing.
Thank you.
It was disturbing. I don't know that anyone I don't know that the aunt comes across very... Why is this... Look, what the fuck? Why couldn't you have just gone to the bathroom and never said anything? Now you're on the internet and everyone's judging you for being a terrible cunt. I need a mental cleanse. What will you do, Tamsin, for your mental cleanse? How will you possibly cleanse your mind of this? Ah, yes. Time for maths.
Well, you know, as is tradition, as we roll to a close here, I think I'm going to take off my t-shirt and my bra and just let it all hang out.
Outset.